No, I'm not.
Yeah, I know you.
Yeah, we live.
I need to order all.
What up, side chat?
We
Shut
ain't
up,
live.
Red. Ain't no one talking to you. What up, side chat? How you guys doing tonight? Red over here trying to do them TPS reports. Got to get it done before we can go home. Oh, what up, X1? Who's on there? Salty Rider. What up? Hey, Bida. Oh, wait, you're in.
All right.
Nobody likes that.
Are you actually working? Are you trying to pretend like you're working on a car? You know you're not. Or on the engine. You know you're not supposed to use that mop on the engine, right?
Come on, Ghost. Is it a V4, a V2, V6?
Yeah.
You sure it's a V6?
No, I'm not sure, but I know it's not a V4.
Well, there's 4 spark plugs right there, so I'm pretty sure.
What about on the other side? None?
No, it's just 4. Yeah.
What time are you off?
I'm off.
Oh, so that's why you're drinking.
Okay.
So did you buy the beer, or did the boss buy the beer?
Come on, son. It is what it is.
Silver Surfer Tim, what up? Matt West in the house. Right over here drinking on the job.
Drinking off the job.
Off the job. Off the job, at the job.
I'm off all fucking week.
Oh, well, that's nice,
Yeah.
too.
Oh, dude, you know what I found out today? For a company to dispose for a company to dispose of some like oil, well no, it was like gas, some bad gas and some other stuff that we collect over the years. Actually, it was like $500, dude.
A year?
No. For that one time. That one
time.
like
a barrel?
Yeah. Here, I'll show you. So let's see here. Switch the camera over. Yeah, so like those barrels, like oil and a bunch of other shit. But yeah, it's like $500 and empty that shit. Though I was like, get the fuck out of here.
I mean, you guys charge. I'm sure that gets charged to the customer.
No, it's just cost of doing business, man. I mean, if you got a service department, wherever, you're always gonna have to, empty out oil if you do oil changes and all that other stuff. So it is what it is.
I didn't do no oil changes this weekend.
You could just dig a giant hole and
the fuck out.
Bury it.
Then you're gonna end up on Vice, some article.
Right.
I cannot confirm nor can I deny. I can neither confirm nor deny whether I did that in Afghanistan.
Well, that's Afghanistan. Their regulatory laws are a bit non-existent.
Or in the backyard of the house that I live in now.
Oh God.
I didn't do it.
Y'all heard it here first.
No wonder your fish have feet.
No wonder I have an albino armpit.
So what you doing today, Ghost? Y'all by the pool? You got your feet dug in and all that shit?
No, there's a fire, so I'm not.
Oh yeah. Did you get evacuated or whatever?
No, it was about 16 miles away. I mean, that's still pretty fucking close. But it started going east. Huh?
Oh, you got fire insurance?
I do. I have to.
You have?
Yeah, I have to. This area, it's a fire-prone city. I have required to have fire insurance. Big ass forehead.
Mm-hmm. See, that's why I don't want to live in fucking.
It's a little shiny, man. I'm just saying. You pull some wax on that shit.
It's called sweat, bro. That's some hard work today. Back here wrenching on these bikes. You know what I'm saying? The struggle.
It's hard work underneath, cleaning underneath the boss's desk.
Oh.
You see that metal clip, dude? I put that on there today.
Oh my God! Good job, man. That looks like you put it in there well too.
Yeah, 1 hour flat rate too.
1 hour.
Jesus Christ.
So hey, wait, real shit. Hey, real shit. So, Ghost, you think I should buy this?
Yes. I think you should buy that. Is that the 450?
No, it's a DRZ. It's a Zuki.
Oh, yeah. Which DRZ? I mean, the 400, or is that the
400?
Yeah, definitely get that. I really like the 400. Dude, you know how much fun you would have on that thing? I actually like that scheme too. You would have so much fun on that thing.
So it's got new plastics. Yeah, pretty much this was a customer had traded it in with a blown yo, Fredo, what the fuck was wrong with it? Yeah, top end was fucked on it. So you can see, right, new fucking gasket, rebuild top end, like bike's fucking good to go, man.
How much?
I don't know exactly. I don't know. I mean,
I think it's dumb.
Last thing I need in my life.
Dumb.
So stupid.
But
you can get tickets for wheelies like crazy on that thing.
yeah, I'm not gonna have a driver's license about that shit. But the other thing too is, man, I got 58 days to move. So I found out 2 days ago that my landlord sold the house, and so I had 60 days. So I got to figure out where to live, man. I was looking at trying to get a house, but I don't have the time for that shit now. So
yeah, because the escrow is typically 45 days. Although you might be able to get a quicker one now, because the housing market, something's going on with the housing market right now.
Give us the zip code and budget, man.
Not only that, but I mean, since you're military, VA loans process very quickly.
No, I get that, but I don't want to rush. I don't, you know what I'm saying? So
right. You don't want to rush into buying a house and then regret it 2 years down the road. Like, oh fuck, why the fuck did I buy this house? And then not be able to sell it.
You can get stuck.
I had a 30-day escrow.
You can get stuck, and then you get fucking in debt somewhere else, and you refinance it just because you have to, and before you know it, you're fucked up.
You're even deeper in hole.
Yeah, so that's what I figured. All right, cool. I'll move to another spot. Granted, I like the area I live in, man. The area I live in is dope, right next to the freeway. Everything I need is real close, but now it's like, fuck, dude, I'm gonna have to be in a whole new fucking city. Like,
cost of living, it's gonna be expensive as fuck over there. Anywhere you go.
Have you ever heard of Slab City?
Slab City.
It's some option.
Rent free is that what you're trying to say?
Walmart,
yeah,
Salty Rider. Walmart changed their policy. You're not allowed to camp in the Walmart parking lots anymore.
Oh, you're
fucked. Someone fucked it up.
Maybe
it's funny.
It's still
no. It's not about legal. They changed their policy. Someone fucked up. Someone did something and they fucked it up.
That's
I know truckers use rigs and.
Yeah, that's
whenever
Walmart. Go ahead.
Whenever I was homeless, I slept in freaking Walmart parking lot.
Oh, maybe there's some, but there might be some that still allow it, I guess. But
I used to smoke drugs for hours in Walmart parking lots. No one.
Ghost, instead of buying a new bike, what you need to get is a toolbox like this.
I got my eye on one, except not like that. That's probably what like.
Except not with that name on it. Ew.
No, it's more like 15 grand. Look, this thing is look. Okay, there's a motorcycle for comparison.
You need to get a Snap-on toolbox. Is what you need to get.
What brand is that?
Matco.
Oh.
One of those.
Costco has some pretty dope. Costco has some pretty dope fucking ones that I've been looking at. I have to get rid of some shit in the garage.
Look at USB port.
Oh, that's sick. You could probably do that yourself though.
One of those was stolen from a garage around here, and he's got $1,000 reward on it. I don't know if it was one of that brand or anything. His was red, but gone. Got to work and that shit was gone. Just as big as that. He had a picture of him standing next to it. He's like,
"What up, it's
taller."
I had a triple band Snap-on box.
What?
Go ahead.
All right.
I was gonna say I was gonna chill a little bit, talk to some co-workers, and then after that, I'll be at the house, but I'll be on later. I'm not DJing or anything tonight, so I'll be on later, man.
All right, man.
All right. Later.
Later, Saj.
Two fingers.
Yeah. Yeah.
2 fingers means goodbye.
I had a triple bank Snap-on toolbox, and it was originally $13,000 or $14,000. I got it for $6,000 because it was a repo and it had damage to it, but it was all like on the sides where nobody would ever see it, like on the the side and on the back.
Even if it wasn't the parts where people could see it, it's like, who gives a fuck? Those things are pretty good metal. It still works.
Oh yeah, they're the fucking best. And
the more damaged they are, the cooler they are.
It was longer than I am tall, so I'm 5'9", so it was like a couple inches taller or longer than me. So, but I was thinking about getting the storage cabinet on top. And I always joked about it. Like, if I got that, I'd be like, dude, I would never have to leave work. I would just put like a pillow and a blanket in there, and I'd just sleep in my fucking box.
Right? Like a fucking one of those white monsters from Star Wars. You just cut it open, sleep inside it.
I could literally sleep inside my toolbox.
So I think I gotta fire the pool guy. You guys not doing shit.
Is he not doing shit with your wife?
Ah, funny.
Is it David Spade?
He like shows up for like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and then he leaves. And we check the water chemicals, and he doesn't do shit. And every week I have to go to the fucking the pool store and spend like $36 on chlorine and all this other shit. And I'm like, dude, you're supposed to be doing it. I'm paying extra.
I guess you could be a cool guy. All you gotta do, you're doing a better job. Fuck it.
Yeah. So the only thing now that he does is clean the leaves off the top, because we bought a pool vacuum and that's keeping the bottom of the pool clean. And cool. I guess when he cleans the filters, but I guess I can learn how to clean the filters, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah, YouTube video, learn.
Yeah. That's exactly what I've been doing. So I think I'm just. I was like, I'll do.
That's really all there is to it. That's all there is to keeping the pool clean. I mean, if you have tile, you got to keep the tile fucking clean and unslimy. Clean the filters, keep it chlorined, and that's it, dude. Keep pH level if you're worried about that. I don't fucking. When I had a pool, I didn't give a fuck about that.
Yeah.
I just kept chlorine.
Yeah, we had to put some of the acid in there today because the pH was high. It had chlorine, but it needed some more. And then we'll have people coming over, so we'll do the pool shock after they leave. But we're spending about $30 a week on chemicals, and I'm like, and $100 a month for this guy, and he's not even doing shit. And we've been like, every time he leaves, we take a sample of the water and take it, and he's not doing shit.
Damn. Yeah, I didn't. When I had my little pool, dude, I kept that shit like jacked up, like always shocked. Always. Around here, it's like imperative. There's mold and it grows on everything. You do not. I mean, I wouldn't even open my eyes after I got out of
Don't open your eyes and immediately wash off with the hose or take a shower.
Yeah, Matt West is shocking it at night.
Yeah.
It'll eat your skin alive if you don't.
I got out of that thing one day, opened my eyes like right away as soon as I fucking jumped out from being submerged, and my eyes evaporated completely. My eyes right now are
he had to get eye transplants.
He just boiled up to nothing immediately. That shit hurt. But I would like take the whole hockey puck full of chlorine and put it in it. It was one of those fucking big versions of those.
Oh, I have some of those. The chlorine tabs.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, we have chlorine tabs that we put in to try to kind of keep the levels high. But I guess it also helps keep pH high or something like that. I don't know, or higher. So
whenever pH is high, that means it's basic, correct? And whenever it's low, that means it's acidic.
Yeah. So you want more on the alkaline side.
What's neutral? Is that like 8 on the pH scale?
Oh, I can tell you right now. I have the little pull tester here. How do I open this?
I remember from
chemistry.
My quote unquote fingers bending friend.
Oh, you were pretty close. 7.2 is ideal range.
Everybody in the side chat saying 7. So
yeah, 7.2 is the ideal range for the pH, and like 1.5 is for the the chlorine level. Yeah, 1.5. Yeah, it's pretty interesting when you start learning because, like, if the pH isn't, the pH helps, I guess, keep the chlorine in the pool, and if the pH isn't there or something, the chlorine kind of goes away quicker. I don't know. It's pretty crazy.
The only reason why I know anything about, because I failed chemistry.
Joxer, what up, man? I'm gonna send you a link.
But the only reason why I know anything about pH levels is because I watched people like Nile Red and like other chemistry shit on YouTube. So I don't know why I watched that shit. It's not like I'll ever be able to do it. I'm not that smart. But I don't know. I think it's kind of fascinating.
I don't know how to send a goddamn fucking link. It's not on there.
You have a
computer?
14 on the pH scale is backroads bullet farts, apparently. According to Prairie Boy.
Man, hey, what's your email again, Chuckster? It's not coming up.
Chuckster?
For some reason, when you go to your homepage, I can't send you a message, which is weird.
Oh, I get that a lot.
Yeah, it doesn't have the message spot. Wait, maybe on Facebook. Oh, there you go. I'm gonna send it to you on Facebook.
Is YouTube Messenger gone?
Pancake bacon at Gmail. Try that.
Pancake bacon.
It could be. It's possible.
Matt said
that at AOL.com.
Matt said that YouTube Messages is gone.
No, I just sent one to the Phobra. Oh no, it showed up email. Yeah, maybe it is. Maybe it is.
It definitely wasn't utilized very well, for sure. No one.
I only used it for sending links to the.
Oh yeah, it's on.
Right, but that's only if you didn't have them on Facebook.
Man, I don't read YouTube notices. That's probably why I'm always like, "What's going on?"
Dude, I fucking had another catastrophe today on this fucking house. Finishing painting the ceiling, right? Because there was like old water stains from roof leaks that had been taken care of, but they never really repainted the ceiling. And the plaster on the ceiling is pretty old. I mean, it's from the 90s. It's like a little McMansion built in the 90s, so everything's kind of iffy. And I got the paint soaked into that fucking plaster on the ceiling, and I rolled over it, and just imagine what happened. After the paint soaked in, it just peeled off of the fucking ceiling. Oh, fuck. And that's the second time it happened to me. So I have to like pick this fucking plaster off my paint roller, lay it out flat on a piece of paper, wait for it to dry so I can glue it back up there and make it look like it never happened.
Oh, Facebook tanked too, huh? Yeah. I think there was a big move against Facebook, which caused their. I saw something about it. I think there was a big move against them that is the reason they fell.
What happened to the fuck?
I mean, let's be honest. This is the first time I've logged into Facebook in like 3 months.
I don't even use my personal Facebook. That one I haven't touched in probably a year.
Javier Cortega. That one.
Cortega.
Javier Cortega.
Javier Cortega. Yeah. Hey, don't be telling people my name.
Sorry, Jarvis.
Javier Cortega Dominguez.
Inigo Montoya.
The third. And you killed my father.
I thought it was Miguel Rodriguez.
Damn it. There's so many aliases and passports.
Yeah, Amazon had exceeded their sales expectations for the last quarter, I think, blew it away.
Amazon always does that.
Yeah.
But you have to they're gonna get caught up because of the way they treat their employees. Like if you've watched any documentary on how they treat their warehouse workers, it's pretty fucking brutal, man.
Yeah,
I thought that most of their warehouse workers were robots anyways, so.
No, they're people.
Well, they treat them like robots.
They treat them like robots.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you have to be able to grab X amount of packages in a certain amount of time.
Yeah.
And they have beepers and they track all the employees. And if you're not if you're not constantly moving, you know, you get marks for like not hurt rushing, and it's pretty brutal, man. I was like, fuck.
Nice.
I mean, if you want to lose weight, that's probably a good job for you. If you're trying to
I
lose weight.
was like,
On
it
that
caught my
Amazon
attention
diet.
when I heard it's not like no bathroom breaks, but it's like one bathroom break per hour per employee, and that's it.
I don't even think it's per
Damn.
hour.
It's pretty fucked up. When I heard the fucking bathroom break thing, I'm like, damn, dude, that's borderline illegal. Almost. What if somebody's got the runs and shit on the floor?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's almost like on the borderline of being like, yeah.
It's like being in grade school all over again.
Mm-hmm.
Raise your hand to talk.
Yep.
Okay, I have a
Take off your
question.
collar for lunch.
What would be like a good price that any one of you would buy like an air filter for?
$1.
Depends
Wait.
on the air filter.
Well, yeah. Well, there's lots of air filters.
For an air filter for like a carburetor, like a conical,
Oh, like an air box?
A stock
Yeah.
air filter, like A&N high flow air.
like a aftermarket cone shaped air filter.
$5.
Probably about 100. I would imagine it's closer to like $100.
So I've been looking for air
talking about?
filters. I've been looking for air filters for my my carburetors, and I have 4 carbs on my bike. And the last time I looked, I found the only ones that I could find were K&N, and they were $50 a piece. And I was like, "There's no fucking way I'm paying $200 for air filters."
Keep in mind, you just take them out and wash them. Right? It's not like you're gonna toss it. You're gonna wash them.
It's a lifetime purchase.
Yeah. So in the long run,
I understand that.
Way cheaper.
But I posted something on Instagram today. I did delete it since then because I found the air filters. But I was like, help me! Like I need to find freaking air filters for my bike because
Okay, so
pod.
Okay.
I'm not using
about pod filters.
Pod filters, yeah. I don't want to reuse the air box because it's a piece of shit. It's worn out. It's old or whatever. And I ended up finding 4 air filters for $9 on eBay.
You can just make sure that sometimes the measurements on the couplers on those motherfuckers, if you get a China version, it'll say like American measurements and everything, but it's always like a millimeter off, and you're like heating those fuckers to get them on, and it's a bitch to get off to clean later.
Right. Well, so, the way I look at it, I paid $15. Like that's including shipping for 4 air filters. Yeah. Like if I have to just throw these away because they don't fit, I really don't give a shit.
So there's an interesting topic that I've kind of read up quite a bit on, and it has to do with like I don't want to say, well, yeah, like lower poor people versus like maybe not necessarily richer, but middle class, higher middle class, and about their purchasing habits and the way they spend money. So one of the things that is kind of people don't realize is like, you know, if you're let's say someone that's a little bit poor and like poverty line, they might buy shoes, right? And they're going to go to Payless, and they're going to buy some shitty shoes, and then throughout the year, right, they have to go buy maybe 6, 7, 8 pairs of shoes because they don't fucking last more than a month. And then and overall they end up spending maybe $400 or $500 on fucking shoes in that year because they have to keep buying them. Versus someone that has the money, the cash on hand, typically will drop, $100 on a pair of shoes, $150 on a pair of shoes.
Last them 5 years.
It'll last you 5 years. But that goes with like everything, all products, everything.
True.
Because
that is true.
You don't have the money to buy the higher end stuff.
Yeah.
Not necessarily high end, just higher quality.
Well, it's not even that. It's not that you don't have the money. It's that you don't want to sit there and wait and save your money.
Well,
True.
remember, sometimes there's things you can't live without. So if you can't come up with the money,
okay.
you get, like shoes. Some people you
Right.
can't go without shoes. So what if you don't got $150?
Right, but
disposable income?
you can buy a shitty pair of shoes, or hell, even go to you can go to Goodwill or any other thrift shop and buy a good quality pair of shoes for cheaper
Oh yeah,
than
you
you
can
would
probably get.
at Walmart.
Yeah. No, that is true. That's true.
Buy a good quality pair of shoes from Goodwill, and I'm not against going to Goodwill. I bought all my fucking work clothes from Goodwill. I paid
The only
$50
thing I have
and
against the only thing I have against Goodwill is that it's like false. I don't know, false valor, because I look at, you can tell a lot about a guy by his shoes and his clothes and blah blah blah. Because if he's wearing OPs from Walmart, yeah, he doesn't make that much money and he doesn't really give a fuck. So that's good and bad, right? But then you see a guy with like really expensive Jordans on and they're really worn. It's like, damn, he's fucking walked a mile in those shoes. But little do you know, he just bought them yesterday.
right. But here's what I'm getting at though, is buy a good used quality pair of shoes or boots or whatever from Goodwill or any other thrift store, and then save your money throughout that year.
Yeah.
So that the next year,
Totally.
buy a $200 pair of fucking steel-toed work boots, and those work boots are gonna fucking last you for years and years and years. I still have my combat boots from freaking 9 years ago, and I use those for work, and they're steel toes. I've walked 5,000 miles in these fucking boots.
So we know why Salty Rider goes to fucking Goodwill.
That's like the one thing I can say that's good about Icon that I still like about them is those freaking Elsinores that I bought. They're definitely an heirloom boot, and they were worth every bit of the $250 that I gave for them, because I have a strong feeling my daughter will probably be fucking riding in those boots. You know what I mean? It's like they'll be in the attic one day, still in one piece.
Just gotta stuff the ends of them with fucking tissue paper so that way she can fit in them.
I was about to say, Backroad got tiny feet.
Yeah. What?
What? You broke it up, man.
What you been doing looking at my shoes?
Did you say by the time I peed or peaked?
I said you've got tiny feet.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's not true what they say about tiny feet unless you're in a cold shower.
You're trying to
They call me
outside
tripod. Right?
Or
Baby
it's cold
legs.
outside and you're walking around naked after getting wasted.
Little itty bitty
It's not
feet.
in the
It's like, you
desert.
can see. Are those deer hooves? No, it's Backroad. He's been here. Fucking deer tracks. No, Billy.
As he walks along and just comes up and kind of, as it goes along, hitting the ground.
Clickety clackety.
Easter's on its way.
Be right back, need beer.
That would be very uncomfortable because eventually you build up a calluses on the end of that thing. Woo.
No more Windex.
No.
Shut the fuck up.
No. I just want to know if no.
Shut the fuck up, Consuela.
No.
No, Windex. No.
Yes, you did.
No.
We don't have no Windex, Senor.
You got so far of me.
Senor Griffin, we don't have more Windex. No.
God damn it, Consuela. Oh, no.
It's fucking hilarious. Anyways, man, we're almost what is it? How many weeks? Yeah.
3? 4? Almost exactly a
I
month.
think it's 3.
3 days less than a month.
Wait, what's today? The 27th. 1, 2, 3. It's 4 weeks.
Oh, it is? Huh.
Yeah.
Or Warbread's not going to have a bike.
I'll be at work.
You don't need a bike. You just show up.
That's what I said.
My first SCMM, I showed up in a car because I crashed 2 weeks before SCMM.
Well, that'll be Warbread this year.
Did you have someone like chauffeur you so you could get out the back and be like, "I have arrived"?
Yeah, I've arrived. I'm excited, man. Time's getting closer.
Yep, it's gonna be fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
Gonna miss back road being there.
Yeah.
Man, I would like that very much. The problem is the fucking man. I was so turned off by the heat, dude. I got so sick. It wasn't even funny. If it was just like a month or two earlier, or a month or two later, I'd be all about it. Maybe next year will be different, or a different meetup or something. I don't know. But it really killed me, boys. I was not ready for that.
Honestly, I think October would be a great month for it. Cool down a bit and everything. Still warm, but you know.
The problem there that Sub D says because he did his research, he's done obviously to get the shit done that he's gotten done, but it's apparently in California, which makes sense. Winter is the season, like the summer is the off season when it's hot as fuck. So
Yeah, it is. Cheaper. It is. Yeah.
So he just couldn't get it done. Yeah, he couldn't get it done in the fall or winter.
That's kind of how it is here in Florida. I mean, the winter is when everybody goes down to South or Central Florida because the weather is nice. It's not 120 fucking degrees with 100% humidity. So,
yeah, I gotta bet I went down there to Tampa Bay in January one year. It was fucking beautiful.
75, 80 degrees.
Yeah.
Not even that.
And all the wind coming off the Gulf and everything. It was dry.
Yeah.
It wasn't real humid, so you didn't really feel
it. Smells like fucking water.
Yeah, I went to the beach. I can't remember. I think it was New Smyrna Beach, and it was like 75, 80 degrees in the middle of the air at the end of November, and we were out there freaking shorts and swimming, and it was great. But it's too cold up where I live. I live in the Panhandle, so you can't go swimming up here, but in the middle of winter. You can down south, though.
Salty, I think Arson's working on his bike. I think he should have it up and going by then.
Isn't everybody working on their bike?
Arson needs to take a 5-gallon tank, like one of those portable ones that you just pour in the lawnmower, flip the bitch upside down, and run a line down to his fucking carburetor so that way he gets more mileage.
I know, right?
Just fills it up, flips it over, puts on the straps, like, I'm good. Whoa.
Does he still... Oh, I was going to say, does he still have that KLR? But he bought that Harley, didn't he?
Yeah,
the KLR was stolen.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, he hasn't put out a video in fucking at least half a year, so...
Yeah, he's been doing Twitch.
He's been doing Twitch.
The Harley crapped out. So
okay.
Him and Drew are rebuilding the Harley right now.
Who the fuck is Drew?
One crap.
Drew the Destroyer.
Yeah.
I don't know who the fuck that is.
He's not a moto blogger.
Yeah.
They've been working on it, and Drew's a Harley guy, so he knows all about them Harleys.
Sorry, boys. Yeah. I forgot I was making chili oil in the fucking kitchen and almost had a goddamn
chili oil. That sounds hot.
Yeah, you take a light oil. I'm using canola, and then you heat it up with some like bay leaves in it and ginger. Just like simmer it for a little while. Then you take the bay leaves out, and then heat it up real hard, and then take it off the stove when it's like fry temperature, and then dump a whole bunch of chili flakes in it, and then let that like sizzle, and it'll turn red. And that's the shit that they use for Szechuan pastas and all kinds of stuff.
So you're making that good old-fashioned hot oil.
Yeah. It smells delicious.
Usually when I see them do that, they do pretty much like what you're talking about, and then they strain it, and then they take another fresh, like, roasted dried pepper, like hot, and put it down in there into the bottle, so that way it's extra kick as it sits there and ages.
Dude, I could do that.
I'd be
I got
bad.
You need to learn how to ferment your chilies before you do anything.
Yeah, I've done some lacto fermented hot sauces. It's pretty good. It's good for your gut. Makes you poop good.
It makes you poop good.
Yeah.
It's good for your metabolism too.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Just like using cinnamon and everything, speeds it up.
Where's Kenny at? Did we make fun of him too much? Is he not coming in here anymore?
Who?
No, his daughter's vacation at his house, so he's spending time where she goes back with his mom.
Who's that?
Kenny,
Charmaine.
Oh, okay.
and he's in school again, so that dude's schedule is stretched.
Yeah.
Yeah, that life shit, man. It's
My
Yep.
my freaking schedule took complete fucking backspin. So now instead
How's that
of
job?
it's fucking amazing, man. I mean,
Fun?
besides the fact that I'm only home 1 week out of the month, but I think it's awesome that I'm working 2 weeks on the boat and then I'm off for an entire week. And
You
then
live on the boat, right?
I live on the boat. Have my own room. Well, right now I have my own room because I'm working like a what do they call it? Swing shift. Like I'm working 12 hours at a time rather than the other guys that are working 6 on, 6 off, 6 on, 6 off. I work whenever there's work that needs to be done. They're like, "Hey, get the fuck up, we're doing work." But it's awesome. I mean, I love being on the water and just get to travel and at the speed of Mach smell. only going like 3 miles per hour at the most up and down these fucking rivers, but it's pretty cool.
How much? So you do like 12 on and like 6 off, or 12 on and?
I'm pretty much. It's up to the captain that's on watch. Like he knows what the schedule is. So like if we have to build, we call it building tow. If we have to put barges together or move a barge or whatever, in like 8 hours from now, he'll be like, "Hey, why don't you go take a nap and we'll come get you whenever we need you to start working." So there will be some days where most of the time I'm fucking sleeping, or there will be some days where I'll work 15 hours at a time, but then I'll get like 12 hours off or whatever. So
He's doing good, Donna. He's hanging in there.
Hey, Salty's over there like, use nautical vocabulary, damn it.
we don't call a room a berth. Sorry, we do use nautical vocabulary, Salty, but not.
He's on dry land right now.
Like we do, for the most part, we do call everything. We do use nautical vocabulary, but not within the
not a
rooms.
restroom.
When you get out in open water and there's no other boats around, you guys dress up like Vikings and
Go skinny dipping.
I'll tell you what I did buy for, and it's not a sailor's or not a pirate hat, but I did buy a fucking sun hat.
Oh yeah,
on the boat because it's fucking hot, man. And I bought a whole bunch of. I learned real quick that if I don't fucking tame this beard, the last time that I had to work, I fucking ripped like 40 hairs out of my fucking beard, and it was so bad. I was like, I was trying to get this. We call it a line. It's a rope, but God forbid you say rope on the boat. So, picking up this rope that's like 50 feet long, and it's about 2.5 inches wide. And I was carrying it on my shoulder. It started, yeah, pretty much is what it is. But it started falling off my shoulder, so I tried to grab it and like readjust it. And whenever I did, I like grabbed my beard and went like this,
Oh,
and ripped like 40 fucking hairs out of my. I was like, oh, god damn it!
yeah, just cut that
It
shit
hurt
down.
so bad, man. No, I bought these little fucking. They're like the masks that you wear, the face shields. It's for like motorcycles or whatever, but it was from the same company that I bought the sun hat from, and I got these and they work really good. So
He's like, fuck everybody, I'm not cutting this shit.
What about a beard
I'll
net?
go all the way down to fucking ZZ Top status. This motherfucker's gonna grow down my dick. I don't give a fuck.
What about a beard net, like a lunch dude in the lunchroom?
Yeah.
Right?
Lady.
Eventually, it will get long enough to where I can braid it, and I'll just like braid it or put it in freaking like ponytail.
Do that Viking shit.
Yeah.
I was thinking about for actually, oh, it's almost shit. I need to probably start now. I was thinking about for Halloween just fucking growing my beard so that I can fucking be a Viking and just braid it like and eat a bunch of braids.
Right.
Like, how many months do we got?
Dude, your beard. You already have a pretty substantial beard, but I don't think you have long enough to grow it out.
Oh my god!
It grows pretty quick, but
You just gave me deja vu like a motherfucker.
Mine's been growing.
One of the times I was in holding in county jail. This guy, like early when I was a teenager, this guy came in and like pitched a big fucking fit because the bailiffs were making him unbraid his beard, and they had long ass braids. And I guess the reasoning behind it is that he could keep things inside of them. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But man, that was a fight. This guy was like wrestling with the fucking cops because of his beard braids. In his defense, they were pretty intricate.
Right? I actually went and got my beard trimmed recently, and I almost cried. But
yeah, I think I'm gonna have to just keep not trimming anymore. I gotta let it just go so that I can do that.
It was the first time since I started growing it again that I had gotten it trimmed. I hadn't even trimmed it myself. The only thing that I trimmed was my mustache. But like I had split ends and shit, and it was growing unevenly. So I was like, I scheduled an appointment, got it fucking trimmed.
Yeah, it's not that long right now. My beard's been much longer, but like for last time it was like it reached. Like I could fold it up and it reached the top of my head. I was like, yes. That's how I measure my beard right there. I'm about right now. I'm just under my eyeball is where I'm at.
I could probably braid the hair that's on top of my head and my beard together.
Windscreen.
Beard face.
My hair is ridiculous
right
now, man.
Oh yeah, you could do it.
I can kind of hear you guys, but I mean, look at this.
Holy crap, Chevy G.
Later, full pin.
You look like.
I'll be right back. 1 second.
Just the way your hair is right now, from being the beanie, I guess you look like a dwarf a little bit from Lord of the Rings with the hair color and the length right now. Just shut it.
You just need a beard with like a big frothy mustache.
You need a battle axe. You need a battle axe.
I can't.
A huge beard.
I can't do the mustache, man. I like to eat too much, so like if I'm eating a cheeseburger, and I realized this many years ago whenever I first started growing my beard out, if I grow my mustache out too, like if it gets too long, it'll just like get caught in my food, and I'll just be eating my mustache. I'm like, no, fuck this. I'm not.
Yeah, it goes in your fucking mouth, and it's gross. And then sometimes, like, even when it's trimmed up, everybody knows that if you're not on that shit, like what you're drinking throughout the day, crusts up and dries in there, and your fucking mustache, even when it's trimmed, dude, fuck that. And it's embarrassing too. You can't eat anything fucking soft or whippy or anything like that. A milkshake without looking like a dick for a minute before you have to suck on your own hair.
Right. You can't eat like spaghetti, or like you have to eat pizza or hamburgers with a fork fork and knife. Like you got to cut it up into little tiny bite-sized pieces to eat it. It's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, that's like it's like the crossover. It's like right when you're crossing over the fence into old man gross.
Mm-hmm.
You got a mustache too. Yeah.
Well, and then like me, you get to that point where it's not long enough to actually tame, and it's just growing over your lip, and it looks absolutely fucking disgusting. You look like a meth head or a crackhead that hasn't shaved in
you can't kiss your girlfriend. You can't like confidently kiss your girlfriend or anything.
Because you're just gonna get hair in their mouth, and it's gross.
No matter how much they say they like it, that's bullshit. They don't like that. Come on, you don't want to kiss the back of somebody's head.
Exactly.
Pretty much like
That's more like kissing ball sack, though.
stick my tongue on the back of somebody's head. We do. Gross. It's like shampoo.
Hair's too coarse. Hair in your head's a lot softer, so it'd be like kissing pubes. So.
I'll tell you what, though, that was the most
expensive.
That was the most expensive trim I've ever gotten. Like, as far as hair goes, like going to a barber shop, I spent $50 at this barber shop to get my beard trim, and it was because I bought this beard salve, like a beard balm and beard oil as well. And these things were like $15 a piece.
Ooh, should go on Amazon.
Well, I'm really weary about it because a lot of shit off Amazon, and I tried the Dollar Beard Club before, and like a lot of their shit, it leaves like, okay, so I compare it to like foods that have a weird aftertaste. It's like a weird after smell. After it's been on your face for hours or whatever, it starts to have like a really sour smell to it. And so I'm weary about buying.
I think it's probably just vegetable oil then.
I mean, it could be. It could be whatever the fuck they use.
Vegetable oil for
that's more canola. Nah, I'm thinking sunflower.
A little bit of canola oil,
right? But there's one company that I do trust is Woody's, and
that's old school stuff, isn't it?
They and I got that shit from Safety Sab and his wife. They actually sent that to me as like a care package or whatever, and it was awesome. They have this beard conditioner that's amazing, and but I went to this new place, and it used to be called what the fuck did they call it? Woolly Booger is what it used to be called. And it was just the weirdest name barbershop, but I always wanted to go there and get a beard trim because I love their products that they had there. And but they went out of business. They rebranded and changed their name to Rakish Fellow, and they have some great freaking products there. And I want to be sponsored by these motherfuckers one day, but the smell that I'm using now is called, it's pipe tobacco smell, and it smells fucking awesome. I don't know if anybody has ever. It's beard oil and beard balm, but the smell, the flavor is pipe tobacco.
I don't ever use a beard balm, but I do the beard oil. I feel like
if anybody has ever grown up or been around people that smoke pipes, like, you know how sweet that smell is? It's almost like a chocolatey smell. Like, this shit smells delicious. I love it. So, I definitely
tried beard oil a few times, and it just made me feel so, to each his own, but like, I just felt, it made me feel so lame. Like, I was like, what am I doing to my beard? It's just hair. And
yeah, but
you have to treat your beard like girls treat their hair.
Yeah.
You have
I use, because it's super coarse if you make it.
Yeah.
I use a badass beard oil.
But it's a beard.
I've heard that's pretty
coarse.
Yeah, but
I understand.
It's really hard to, because if you don't comb it, if you don't condition it, if you don't take care of it, it's gonna get all tangled. It's gonna hurt.
Yeah.
Every time that you freaking like run your fingers through your beard, it's gonna hurt really bad. So
you know what? I don't because I've had short beard for a year and a half, 2 years, so
Yeah,
it's different. I don't have to comb. I just fucking scrub
but,
it.
I just got this people right here, Rakish Fellow, and they're freaking amazing. So.
At first I didn't understand why anyone like got beard wash and stuff. So I talking to people, and I guess the whole point of using beard wash instead of shampoo is shampoo gets all the chemicals, or it puts chemicals in your beard, and it strips your beard of all the natural oils.
But that's what conditioner is for.
Well, that's why you use beard. You use beard wash, which doesn't strip your natural oils from your beard, and then you put the normal oil on it afterwards.
You can use it for your pubes too.
Here's my thing: is that I won't go that far. I have used beard wash, and I'm not really into it. Yeah, it's
Jaeger Troop. I oil my beard with drippings of roasted dead animals. I love it.
Nice.
Hey,
Holy shit. You guys gave me a $1 million idea, dude. Butthole hair oil.
That's
like we could do like dingleberry balm.
We'll call it just Nair for men.
There you go.
No, we want to oil it, not kill it, right? Much hair as possible.
Jaeger Troop. I'll send you a link. Check your email in like 2 seconds.
I never got into the beard wash. I have always used like fucking Head and Shoulders. Whatever I wash.
It makes a difference, man. It does.
I have used the beard wash before, and I never really saw a difference. So what I do is every time I wash my hair, I wash my beard, and I put conditioner in it, and whatever is stripped away from with the shampoo, the conditioner brings back. So, and not only that, but I do use a beard conditioner every time I get out of it's like a lotion, and I put that through my beard just like I would any beard oil or beard balm. So
like lotion, huh? What do you got to do to get it?
Bacon grease. That's a good one. I like that idea. I want to walk around smelling like bacon all the time.
But yeah, that's all I do, man. Shampoo and condition it. That's all. That's all I do. And I don't even fucking do that every shower. Like maybe once every 2 showers or whatever, because it does get kind of rough and brittly. So you let the oil I just let natural oil kind of come back in my beard.
You're not supposed to wash your hair every single day. Unless you work on a boat and you're getting sweaty as fuck.
Yeah, like, if you're sweating
all the time,
that day, it's different. But if you're just like taking it easy for like 2 days, I'll skip it.
I mean, even whenever I'm on the boat, I'll take showers 2-3 times a day whenever I'm on the boat. But I won't wash my hair every single time that I take a shower. I'll just put it up
because it makes you
ponytail or whatever.
The main thing is it makes you look ridiculous. Right? Yeah. It's like you look like fucking the guy from Led Zeppelin.
I hate the way that my hair looks like immediately after I take a shower and it's dried. It's all frizzy and shit. Like I like it after like a day or 2 of not washing. But then after that it gets all greasy, so you gotta fucking wash it again. So
I love not having these girly problems.
It is girly problems, man. It's very girly. Like girls can relate to this.
Your head and cut your beard short.
I might shave my head.
Oh, easy. It's so nice. You don't have to do anything. Like fucking maintenance is 0 zilch. You're like a pit bull, right? Just fucking go on about like make sure your armpits.
You can wash your head and your face with body wash. Like you don't even have to buy shampoo. You just wash everything with body wash.
I do that sometimes. I fucking rub bar soap on my fucking skull some days.
Right?
It's funny. It works.
Yeah.
I got a Q-tip out my tiger hole.
I have white girl problems, man.
First world white girl problems.
Yep.
I got one awesome third world problem, and that's where I have to fucking Q-tip out my tiger hole on my head.
That's gross.
I think it's pretty badass. Sorry. I'm proud of it.
You got a Q-tip your tiger hole.
I got a pick it. Like fucking shit will get in there, man. Just like a belly button. I'm not even kidding you. There's like a skin fold and then scar tissue. So I got to get my nail up under there and get the junk out.
That's gross.
You know what you need to do is you need to save it. You need to save that shit.
Back road head junk.
Make a whole collection of it, like that guy from the Guinness Book of World Records. that saved all his belly button hair lint, or his belly button lint for like 20 years. It was just this giant ball of fucking. It was. That's what you need to do with your fucking tiger hole.
They're always the same shape too. That's another funny thing.
That's gross.
Because the crevice, I don't know, man. There's a little crevice up in there. Shit gets like on a sweaty day. We were talking about get a little glacier, pick a little glacier out of my tiger hole.
That's gross.
If I let them go long enough, they could probably turn into diamonds.
Probably, yeah.
Some sort of diamond.
I mean, if you can make diamonds out of peanut butter, I'm sure you can make it out of tiger hole lint.
Tiger hole jam.
Yeah, tiger hole jam.
Got a bit of ring to it. I'm sure it's nice and salty too. Never tasted one yet.
You should try it. Bet it's palpable.
It's keto.
It's definitely keto.
Jesus Christ. You need to make a recipe out of your tiger hole jam.
Some hot sauce.
Watch out. Dude,
Send it to Ian.
I'm already writing my next cooking show, and it's meth.
Nice.
Spoiler alert.
Nice.
It's going to be meth.
You need to title it something completely different, though, and like really, really make meth, but like title it something completely different. But
like energy is like try it. The #1 energetic meal of 2018, and then they started, and it's just like today we're making meth.
Call it pre-workout.
Never use the word meth. It just call it pre-workout. Be like, oh, you get energy, you'll lose weight, like you'll burn your house down.
The first thing you need is a pallet of Sudafed. Now, it's your main ingredient in today's recipe.
Smoky Mountain pre-workout.
What you need is a whole bunch of Sudafed.
Chemist energy breakfast.
Fucking.
And it's keto.
Or make crocodile. That's what you need to do.
That's keto too. That's totally the gasoline might have
Just
carbs.
a whole bunch of pain pills and some gasoline and cook it up.
The gas could have carbs in it. It might not be keto. Might have to use some Xylitol. Xylitol. That's what it is. Xylitol. Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
So I was looking at this article, and they're saying that they found a roundworm.
Oh yeah,
in permafrost.
Saw
It's
that.
42,000 years old, and they brought it back to life. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be the fucking death of humanity.
Yeah, right. It's some fun. It's got some disease.
It's gonna it's probably gonna bring about the fucking zombie virus.
I was just gonna say this is where zombies come from.
Yep.
But dude, that's crazy. So now
they have
creatures right now.
Reminds me of the thing.
They have now created or brung back the fucking T virus, and we're all gonna die.
That reminds me of the thing, science fiction movie. If that thing comes out of the permafrost, you find that one roundworm and it thaws out and it splits infinitely immediately.
It's interesting because I wonder. All right, so the whole concept of freezing someone, until you find a cure for something. The reason it's not possible is because
cells burst.
Yeah, your cells break because it turns into crystals and shit, and so it just destroys everything. So if they can figure out how the fuck this thing does it.
So funny, haven't they ever?
There's a frog that does that.
It's like a frog. They have a natural antifreeze that lets the body go down to that point of temperature, and it slows the body down, but it doesn't burst anything.
Yeah, there's a frog that already does that. They don't need a fucking tapeworm. They can just freaking research the frog that does that.
Yeah, but
too bad.
Frogs aren't 42,000 years old.
But it has more evolutionary traits than a fucking roundworm.
Makes a good point. Jurassic Park was a warning, not an instructional video.
It was a warning.
Dude, I'm a goofball sometimes, so this might be a goofy thing to say. If so, forgive me. But some of the documentaries that I've watched and some of the studies and like TED Talks on shit make me fucking wonder about cloning and shit like that, crossbreeding bullshit. They've done some crazy shit.
Well, cloning is definitely possible.
Let me get this out of my mouth Gotcha. They found a pit in Russia of babies, identical babies, like hundreds of them, that all had the same DNA.
Really?
Yeah, and the suspicion is that that their readings are wrong, and it was a baby factory, adoption factory, or it was undercover cloning.
Wow.
What
about has anybody seen the new Tremors movie? No, there was a new Tremors movie that came out. It was like the 5th or 6th one. I think it was the 6th one. But basically it's the same old Tremors, but they're in Alaska or Canada or some Arctic place, and they found the fucking Tremors there, and it was because the permafrost had the ice caps were melting and shit like that, and so fucking the graboids. Anyways, good movie. I love the fucking Tremor movies. I'm just saying.
I remember as a kid, I watched the first one probably about 5,000 times before I was even 18.
Fucking love that movie. I have the first 5 on DVD. If anybody doesn't know what a DVD is, it's kind of like it's kind of like Spotify, but it's like in physical form. Apparently, people don't watch DVDs anymore. So you gotta.
No, why would you do such a thing?
I get shit every time I say
I can't deal with that 480p life.
Right. I get shit every time I say, "Oh yeah, I have like fucking 5,000 DVDs of movies." They're like, "What is a DVD?"
Right, Mountain. They did find a pond on Mars.
Why don't you just watch that shit on Netflix or Hulu, or just illegally download it from the internet? Like, it's fucking LimeWire.
LimeWire? Who the fuck
LimeWire.
Is that?
Bear share.
Right. Why don't you use Popcorn Time like a real man?
Just gonna download some things on Kazaa here.
Oh, what was that? That music downloading company from a long time ago.
Napster.
That's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah, that was the first one. They're the ones that got sued the fucking shit.
They got sued the fuck out of them.
Metallica and everybody, all the big names.
Oh yeah.
There's Morpheus. They did all their pirating stuff, and all they did was give everybody viruses.
Let's see. Is Pirate Bay still around? I think I have an account there.
Don't go to Pirate Bay.
What?
Don't go to Pirate Bay.
I thought that was a rum.
Are they getting watched now? Are they watching them?
The FBI raided that shit and took that domain.
So does it now when you go to it, does it say like this has been seized or whatever?
It doesn't, but it's pretty well known that it's being tracked.
What URL is this?
Pirate Bay.
Who is this?
Well, didn't they have servers off? Weren't they? They were the ones that were talking about buying fucking some island and putting servers on their own fucking island.
Yeah, they were going to buy those old forts that were
the forts. Yeah.
They were going to put a data center in there.
I wonder if they got sued before they could do that, huh? Or something.
Yeah. I thought Pirate Bay was a rum.
No.
That sounds like something.
Yeah, Pirate Bay used to have fucking
Pirate Bay
invites to get to it and shit.
Yeah.
That was probably the best one. I don't use it. I don't use torrents anymore. Fuck torrents.
Speaking of that, did you see Microsoft is not burying, but sinking a data center in the ocean?
No, are they?
Yeah,
are they using it to keep it cool or something? Some sort of cooling?
Well, and because land is expensive. If you can just float one out there, run a wire to it, and sink it in the ocean, why not do that? Everything's built in.
I mean, that's how the internet works. Fucking, was it the Atlantic cable or whatever the fuck it's called?
Yeah.
Well, there's Atlantic and Pacific. Well, pretty much every ocean has.
There's 4 or 5 trans-Pacific cables. 3 out of the 5 come here to LA.
What's funny is that the FBI got caught because they were using a room. They had where it all comes in. They had a room where all the data that came across and left the United States would get copied into servers.
Yep.
Nice. A fantastic documentary about the cat that did the Silk Road, made the Silk Road, and designed it, and his buddies that coded it.
And then he got his ass in trouble.
Oh, it's the whole crazy fucking
sentence. He got like a life sentence, right?
Yeah. Yeah, he appealed it and then defended himself and did a damn good job. Trying to say it was like he created it, but he didn't
post anything. Yeah,
he was at it. He didn't post anything, and he was not in control of how crazy it took off because it's like Facebook, and it let all these different people just sell their shit on their own little quote unquote kind of Facebook yard sales sort of thing. So he had a good case, but he did code it to where there's no way anybody can get in trouble or be seen. And so he lost his appeal, and it's a good documentary, dude. It's fucking awesome.
Yeah. Silk Road's still up. There's another one.
Which one?
Silk Road.
Oh yeah, so that's what we were just talking about, wasn't it?
Yeah. It's still going. There's like
the Silk Road too. Yeah.
Yeah, there's I think like the 3rd or 4th generation of Dread Pirate Roberts running that shit now. Yeah, that was cool too. How they tracked down the Dread Pirate Roberts MAC addresses, and they pretty much see another argument that he had. They did it illegally. They seized and they took over the website completely illegally, and but they still didn't give a fuck.
That's like what's his name? Kim.com.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He fucking got screwed too, but he was already rich as fuck. He didn't care.
Yeah, he was it selling music and internet or music and movies?
He had mega shares, so he had like a Dropbox type setup, and all he did was create the site and allow people to drop and share links. Basically, it's very similar to Dropbox. You can upload something and then take a link and give the link to someone, and then they can download it. All he did was provide a service, a storage solution, but then they went after him because they were saying he was the one pirating all this shit. That dude was rich as fuck, dude. If you ever looked at his house,
like bear share shit, sort of. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, he made fucking bank. I don't know if it was off that deal, but he's well off.
What's his net worth? In 2018, $200 million.
Yeah, I guarantee he's still got other schemes going on that people don't even fucking know about. He's a smart guy. Smart little cat. Big cat, rather. He's a big boy. Old Cam. There are always people that you would never suspect. You know what I mean? The way they look is like, there's no way this guy is. What? He created a program to where you can just withdraw money out of a safe to your living room through your screen. Let's do some crazy fucking shit. Ever since Steve Jobs was like the first one I ever noticed. What the fuck is this guy on? Like in this alien shit.
Oh, he's suing New Zealand for $6.8 billion.
Did he slip on a can of string beans or something?
Does New Zealand even have $6.8 billion?
Damn. He said you ain't got no nipples.
Right? That's all they got is tattoos.
They're saying that because he lost the money, that according to Mega Upload would be worth about $10 billion if it was still operating today.
If he wins the case, he just gets New Zealand.
Just give him New Zealand.
He's like, I am foreclosing on New Zealand.
Him and a big aesthetic.
Oh shit! But it looks like he may be extradited to the U.S.
The judge would be like, "Oh fuck it, it's just a rock."
Yes.
Copyright laws are such bullshit.
New Zealand was like, "You can play this game, bitch."
Yeah.
When I look at New Zealand,
we're gonna fucking capo you, send you to fucking a U.S. prison.
All I ever think of when I'm thinking of New Zealand is rock and a bad rugby team that like to stick their tongues out at people. That's all it's there. I like the All Blacks and everything, but and Australia fucking hates them. So fuck.
Because they talk funny. Even for Australians, they talk funny.
I know if you fucking
the world's loudest vape.
I know if you I've met a lot of Aussies and I've met a lot of Kiwis too. And if you mistake a Kiwi for an Australian, they got all fucking sore about it and pissy about it. But if you mistake an Australian for a Kiwi, which you don't do, but if it ever happens, they just laugh about it. It's not a fucking big deal, and then call Kiwis pussies.
Have you seen this video? Here's a cool video. It's called The Difference Between Australia and New Zealand. This guy, How to Dad, I don't know if you guys have seen this YouTube channel, How to Dad. That dude is fucking hilarious.
This video before.
He's pretty fucking funny. You know what I've been addicted to? There's this channel. I gotta find it. He does puzzles, but not like normal puzzles. He does these like
yeah, like a nut and a bolt inside.
Yeah, like mechanical. Yeah, these little, but they're like, dude, they're like $300-400 pieces puzzles that are like super fucking hard, and he just records them doing them, and I start watching them, and I'm fucking hooked. I watched the whole fucking thing.
What's his name?
I'm bringing it up right now. Chris Ramsey.
Okay, I know about the guy. I used to watch another channel that did the same thing. His name was Mr. Puzzle, and I think he was from Sweden. Sweden, or some one of those fucking Norwegian countries.
Some place with cheese.
Yeah, but I think that the I don't know, Chris Ramsey I think is more entertaining. But
he definitely keeps it entertaining.
He's more entertaining. Mr. Puzzle is more of a
beard too, so that works. The bearded brother.
Chris Ramsey is like more entertaining, but Mr. Puzzle is more like instructional. Like he's more educational.
Well, yeah, his whole thing with puzzles. He's not trying to teach anyone how to do it. He's just solving them online, like solving them in the video. So that's what's cool about it. Yeah. But the puzzles are fucking ridiculous. I've thought about buying some, but then I was like, oh, I go look and it's like $300. I'm like,
they're
no
like,
fucking way.
$1,000 for a fucking puzzle. You're like,
so let's see, does he have? Oh, he doesn't have a link to that puzzle. That one was new, but yeah, dude, I've gotten like, start watching these things, and I'm like, Jesus, it's a good channel. Red, he's at work drinking. he normally works on Fridays now. That's why he doesn't really do this anymore. As far as home videos, well, that's life gets in the way, man. I'm trying to get back on the wagon, building videos. I got 2 videos out finally, so I got
dude, I've been being hounded for years to release. I think you even asked me, Ghost, about the music in my videos, to release like a soundtrack and shit. So I've been putting those together. I'm gonna do like 5 volumes.
Dude,
put every song I've ever used.
Are we on the fuck Viking cycle bandwagon here now? Finally.
Who's saying that?
I don't know. I'm just asking if there's a lot of people.
They were smart. They were smart assing me a little bit, and I've decided a while ago I'm too old to deal with anybody that's gonna try to fucking look or talk down to me. The rep talked down to me a little bit, but doesn't mean that their products are bad. The products are pretty good. I give an honest review on those gloves. They were kind of fucked up, but they didn't say fucking cycle on them anywhere.
They didn't.
So I think they outsource them. which can make sense and kind of be fancy. But the jackets and the bags, I
like their bags. I've used their bags, and I'll say their bags I'm still using their bags. So, and then the bags are decent. They're not like, they're probably a mid-level bag. They're not top-end, high-end bags, but they're definitely, for the price, they're an affordable bag that'll get the job done.
I gotta say, the leather jackets are definitely top-end. Are definitely, like, compared to some Icon ones I've seen, and even Dying Easy or Alpine Star. Alpine Star is a little bit superior, but the jacket's not bad, dude. For like half the price of stuff that's not even as good. Like I got a good close look at Subdee's Daytona, and it's not near as good as the thing that I got from Viking. What is it? Blood Axe, yeah. But it doesn't matter. You could be selling gold, and I can be sponsored by somebody that's wanting me to sell gold, and they call me an asshole. I don't give a fuck about your gold, dude. You shove it up your ass. Sorry. I'm just like that.
Oh, sorry.
No, I was done. Sorry.
I was just say, Chuckster got a point. Yeah, I talk to Red like multiple times a week. So he's just been living life, doing stuff and things.
Yep, got to do that adult shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to do more videos. I set my goal to 1 video a week now, if I can get it. Better than no videos a week.
It's hard when you start readjusting in a new spot. So much to do for so long.
Yeah.
And then new things come up that you totally forgot about. I realized the other day I hadn't changed my address on my license. Oops.
Oh, I haven't done that yet either. I got to do that.
Right?
Yep.
Don't you have like 30 days to do that? Otherwise,
you have 10 days.
10 days?
10 days.
Fuck California.
I remember in my last video, not my last video, but the last video I got a ticket in. That's what I got a ticket for, was because I didn't change my license address, and it was 10 days.
Yeah, they ask you that too. Is this still your address, sir? Yeah. And you say no, and you're just.
You can just say, "Oh no," and then if they ask you, "How long ago did you move?" Just be like, "Oh, just like 3 days ago."
Yeah, but you could change your address on your license, and they don't send you a new license, so you can.
No, they give you that stupid piece of paper.
But what if you change it online? You don't get that little brown card.
I was gonna say that I've never gotten a ticket for not changing the address on my license, but I have, like, for the most part, I was in the military, so they never gave me a ticket, because if you're in the military, you can get away with that shit.
I just got a speeding ticket, and he didn't ask me if that was my current address, but I sure as fuck didn't tell him.
Do they have on-site in California? Do they have on-site subpoenas to where they don't give you a ticket, but they just make you they give you a court date on a piece of paper?
Yeah, I think it has.
It
has a date on it. I don't know if it's a court date. I gotta try to fight this ticket. I can't.
They do that here, though. I've had to do that a couple of times. They don't give you tickets, no warning or anything, but they do force you to appear in court to prove that you did it, and then you're scot-free.
Yeah, so this is.
That's like a fix-it ticket.
This is 55 and the 78. Yeah, the license is just a fix-it ticket. This is This is going 78 and a 55.
Damn, you fucking speed racer motherfucker.
Well, it's just a fucking open highway. I didn't fucking realize.
Cool your jets, Turbo.
Fucking. Jeez. And then I guess he paced me. He said he was behind me for a while. Fucking. I was just listening to music, man. I wasn't paying attention.
Next time a cop says that to you, just call him a stalker. Just like a stalker.
We'll see how well that goes. I was gonna make a racist joke, but then I remembered that GhostNinja looks like a white guy, so he wouldn't really get any of that racist.
Next time a cop calls, just pull over and stop him and tell him if he does it again, you're gonna take out a restraining order.
Ghost is what I call a sleeper Mexican, kind of like Pitbull. He's Mexican, never know.
Well, my favorite my favorite joke to say to Ghost Ninja is that he's way too big to be a ghost or a ninja. So I don't understand.
Yeah, I'm working on it. I'm working on it.
Dude, you know what? What's funny about that statement is that
It's
he
true.
looks it on camera, but when you get up close to Ghost Ninja, he's not. He's not, dude. He's a normal sized guy. I don't know what a camera does to his head, but he doesn't look like that.
I agree.
That's what I tell the ladies.
The camera has 10 pounds to your head.
No, it's true though. I mean, I look at myself in the mirror and I'm like, yeah, I don't look that. I am fat, but look at myself in the mirror and I'm like, I'm not that bad. But if somebody takes a picture of me and like I'm not expecting it, I'm like, oh my god, I'm a fat ass piece of shit. Ew.
In Derek's last video, he hit the nail on the head. He was talking about how he had a jacket that he hadn't worn in a while, and he was like, "Oh, I've lost some weight. I'll put this on," you know. And
like a fat cow.
I look like a fat cow, and I was like, "God damn, that's so true." Like motorcycle jackets, you're like, "Oh, this is gonna look okay," and then you put it on, you're like, "What the fuck is that?"
You have to look cool in your jacket after you get older. You have to unzip it and like lean forward.
Yeah, you gotta unzip it. It's hot out. I'm just a little winded here. That's all.
I used to be able to wear a fucking medium, and like not even like a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, and now I have to wear like a double XL in order to not look fat.
I've never been able to wear a medium,
XL, and I still
my shoulders are too wide for any medium. No matter what, it's always been either usually an extra large.
I wear an XL, and I'm still like, if somebody takes a picture of me, I'm like, that's not me. Shut the fuck up.
Photoshop.
There's no way that fat piece of shit is me.
All right. It's like, can you like Photoshop that and fix my face? Thanks.
Can you make that look like real life? Because we know that's fucking. You got a shitty camera.
It's not like my face doesn't really swell up or whatever. Like the only like fat part of my body is my stomach. Like I got that beer gut, and it's just, ugh. I hate myself.
Yeah, I've went.
It's a GoPro, you know, that wide angle lens. It really stretches you.
It's a fisheye.
Fisheye.
Everything look wider than.
But you took it with you took that with a phone. I don't understand. It's the fucking fisheye, right?
I put a fisheye effect on it. God damn it!
Fisheye effect on it.
I bought this little extension piece of hardware from eBay. Shut up! I lost it. Can't see it.
Speaking of cameras, has anybody seen the ads for this new camera called the Rilo?
No.
Nope.
I guess it's just me then. Never mind.
What's special about it?
No,
probably a dream.
Oh yeah, I've seen it.
It's like a camera. It does 360 view. It has a camera on the front and a camera on the back.
Yeah, but it's gonna look like shit. There's no fucking 360 camera that does HD and actually looks fucking HD.
I think it's just two very, very wide angle lenses.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
And it apparently does 180 degrees on each camera. And I thought that, I mean, the commercials look pretty cool. So I was thinking about getting one and just testing it to see how it works. But I don't know. I'd never looked up the website to see how much they actually cost. But
I definitely think 360 is still a possibility. There's still a market for it and people can enjoy it. I don't think it's just been done right.
Yeah, you have to have a reason to use it. There has to be so for example, if you're buying a house now and you go look at houses and the video walkthroughs, they all use a 360 camera. And that is a good reason that you use a 360 camera.
Yeah.
Well, even a moto vlog, like Neil has done them, but he's just going down through the neighborhood Michigan.
Yeah, but the quality doesn't look good.
Right. If you can get the quality good enough and going down, say, Mall or Deal's Gap around me, it's a fucking, I would fucking watch the video all day long just to check out the views.
Apparently what makes this thing so special is that like you can pick a certain point, like whenever you upload it to a computer or whatever, you can pick a point in the film and make it focus on that point, and it will take all the
Move
extra
around,
crap, all the extra crap out, and it'll focus on that one point. Or if there's like a moving object, like if we're riding or whatever, and you want to focus on the bike in front of you, if you're going through a turn, or like if you're on a track and going through some twisties, you can focus on that person in front of you, or just the track or whatever, and it'll follow that person, and it'll just delete all the extra crap out of it. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if that's new technology. Somebody, Adam NDJ mentioned, so it's like the GoPro Fusion. I have never heard of the Fusion, so I don't know.
I'm in the market for a 360 camera, man, just to do stuff like that. Because when I watched Neil do his shit like 2 or 3 years ago, I highly enjoyed it, and he got into it too, even though it wasn't that great a quality. It was decent, you know, medium quality enough to enjoy and see, like, make shit out. And then, like, you can scroll around, and when you scrolled down, he had his logo. You know, the empty spot in the camera.
Mm-hmm.
Somehow he placed his logo right in that little black spot that's always at the bottom. And it was pleasant, man. I think it was good.
Oh,
work.
you're talking about like those videos where you can move along with it and like focus on.
Yeah, YouTube lets you do that.
Yeah,
okay. No, I don't know. I mean, this camera probably does that as well, but I think you can make actual videos where it records everything, but you can focus on certain things throughout the video to just make like a regular 1080p or fucking 720p freaking video. I don't know. I didn't really look into it. I just saw the commercial and I was like, hey, that's pretty cool. Has anybody else fucking heard of it?
I mean, if it's doing front and back camera and stuff and like doing like playing 360, I mean, it'll definitely do drag.
There was another thing that I saw where it had like the little planet mode where it records to where it makes everything look like a little tiny fucking Rick and Morty planet or whatever. Like if you're snowboarding down a mountain and it's just like this, it's just a globe of you fucking snowboarding down a fucking little planet. I don't know.
Does it have a suck dick button?
I hope it does.
Because that would.
I definitely need my dick sucked.
Where's the blowjob button?
That costs extra.
Oh yeah, that should. That's some technology.
No, camera's only $500. That's not too bad.
I guarantee you, in Japan, there's like blowjob buttons on lots of things.
No, Japan already has sex robots.
Right? Blowjob vending machines.
Blowjob button is the right nipple. Some Japan sex stuff, though, I've heard like their AI that they put in some of this shit. It's not that great.
How may I help you?
All your base are belong to us. No.
What up, Chris? Did you end up getting that bike? Did you get the Bolt? Or not the Bolt, the fucking Boulevard?
Boulevard.
What? Chris is in here?
Yeah, he's in the side chat.
Oh, Chris is in here. Yeah, Chris, where's your bike?
You can send him an invite. I'm jump in here.
Suzuki Boulevard.
If he's not working.
The Suzuki Boulevard.
Did he get the Boulevard? Is that what's happening?
No.
Beauregard.
Apparently.
Suzuki Beauregard S90.
Beauregard.
He's probably still working out the financing.
I sound skeptical, but I love those bikes.
Dude, that one Chris got on, oh my god, that bike was so sweet.
Is it the big Boulevard?
Yeah,
those are nice.
Whatever it is.
Even the big ones are light, fun, and responsive. They just go.
Lost on that thing. I thought he was gonna break out all the windows at Malcolm Smith. I was like, oh my god, that sounds so good.
So I was at this dealership in Temecula, and they had a 2017 Z900 for, I think it was like $5,900 or something like that.
Dude, sport bikes are getting dirt freaking cheap,
I almost walked out of that thing, man. I was so close.
When I hear shit like that, I get so fucking pissed off at myself for being so starstruck over the street, bro. I'll be like, oh, it's revolutionary. It's going to be the new fucking thing. And hearing like numbers like 5,000 just fucking makes me sick. I just paid the interest off on my bike and I still owe $8,000.
I can't wait until I get my fucking bike fixed. Jesus.
Yeah, we were
Dude, my Daytona was $14,000, man.
We were up at Wheels in Motion with Sab. They had an R6. They had a bunch of R6s sitting there for $8,500, brand new.
That's fucking cheap.
Yeah, I was like, "Fuck, man, maybe I need to rethink this whole cruiser thing because sport bikes are getting fucking cheap out here."
I think R1s aren't they like 15,000, 16,000 now?
No, dude, DeLongro has R1s for like 11,500.
Shit.
Like not the cheap R1s.
Well,
like,
the R1M is 23.
But not like 2018s.
No, dude, they're 2018s. They're brand new bikes. Yeah.
Holy fuck.
Sport bikes are getting dirt cheap out here.
Yeah, you're not making me feel any better about my decisions.
Well, you went wrong by buying a fucking $15,000 shirt and getting a free bike. So
yeah,
but it's a real bike.
Those guys, they still, I don't know what that is about. The fucking hog club when you buy a brand new Harley, it's the stupidest fucking thing that makes the least amount of sense I've ever fucking encountered.
I'm part of the hog club just because I went to the fucking motorcycle training course or whatever that Harley had.
Right. So. And they just give you a hog club pin and shit.
Yeah. I mean, I got like a 20% discount on anything that I want, and I'm like, I'm never gonna buy anything from this fucking store. I might buy a shot glass. Can I get 20% off on a fucking $2 shot glass? Maybe.
I don't want a $40 t-shirt. It's orange.
Definitely don't want it. No.
Free or die.
I don't want anything that says Harley Davidson, and I definitely don't want anything that is representing conservative or actually any fucking political anything on it. Most of Harley shit is political, and I'm like, fuck you.
Yeah, I'm so burned out on politics in general.
Yeah, I'm
cool with some Harleys. Some Harleys are fucking awesome.
Dude,
but
I would
Harley themselves are fucking dumbasses.
Dude, I would definitely buy a V-Rod if I had the money for it. I think the V-Rods are awesome.
The street rod is a really cool thing. Like I'm all up on the street rod. I'm like a fan, but a fan of the people that make it, I am not. They're fucking weird, man.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
That pair of gloves was ridiculous. The stupid fuck pair of gloves the day I bought that bike. Forgot my gloves. I didn't want to go through the hills and the valley without a pair of gloves at least because I had a t-shirt on. So cheapest pair of gloves I could find, $65. 65 fucking bucks on the rack. Luckily, I was a hog member, so I got them for 61. Stupid shit. And then their maintenance.
Boys.
What? Fucking
said I'm running out of beer. I only got
2,
4, 6 left, and two of them are gay beers.
Oh, 6 left. That's easy. 2 o'clock in the morning, right? That'll last.
Actually, in the state of Florida, I can buy beer until 4 o'clock in the morning. So
no, I mean it's still 6 beers. You won't finish before 2 o'clock.
You underestimate my power, sir.
Don't shotgun them, god damn it. It'll be good.
We have this. I'm pretty sure everybody's heard of local like microbrews or whatever. We got this brewery around
Never
here.
heard of them.
No, okay. Well, I was gonna actually explain it to you. Just be a dick.
Sorry.
we have this brand here called 30A Beach Blonde Ale. It's got a cute little pinup girl right there on the bottle. It's actually it's an ale, obviously, blonde ale. It's actually a good beer, but I decided to get it because I was feeling rich because I just got paid.
No doubt. I'm happy. I'm so happy for you.
A 2018 ZX6R, $8,999. Brand new. That's fucking cheap.
How much?
Crazy. $8,999.
Nice.
Silver.
Oh yeah.
That was my MSRP. Well, that's good. I'm not getting my exhaust, by the way, boys. I'm not changing the exhaust on that fucking street rod to make it louder. I am just gonna strip it out because guess what happened? My warranty's up. Whoopity-doo-dah.
Already?
Yeah, year.
Only got a year? Shit. Yeah, that sucks.
So that's okay with me. That's okay with me. I can work on fucking motorcycles to the best of my ability anyway. And taking the baffle out of the fucking thing, just enough to make sure the track is still cool, it's fine with me because I saw one on YouTube the other day. Just removed the baffle. Everything was still working fine. And it was just as loud as the Bassani exhaust that they sell for it for $400. So, fuck it. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, that's what I do with mine.
What's that?
That's all I did with my bike. A Krapovich exhaust for my Aprilia is like, got like $2,000 or something like that, $1,600. I just cored out the stock exhaust, drill out the rivets, pull the can apart, rip all the guts out of it, buy some 2-inch perf tubing, tack weld it in there, throw some. Got on Amazon, got some Two Brothers packing for it, and stuff that thing full. Put the can back on, and it's exactly the same for like $80.
What do you mean, like replacing it back to normal, or it fucking just keeping the fucking compression right and getting louder?
Oh no, I mean I had the computer done on it, so I punched out the the cats and stuff. But I mean, even if you just went slip-on exhaust, you could do that too, and just make it louder and flow a little bit better.
Yeah, they got Vance and Hines has got one, and Bassani's got one, and that's it right now.
You're paying for a name though.
Well, I was just talking about price. The fucking Vance and Hines is like $150 cheaper, but I don't know, man. I'm thinking just like you said, just fucking goring it out, saying fuck it. What's the worst that can happen?
Yeah, you fuck it up and you have to buy an exhaust anyway.
Right.
You always just go super cheap. Get that Dan Moto exhaust.
What are you talking about? Borrow a Sawzall.
Dude, you know what? A fucking Jake Two Brothers exhaust on a fucking street rod would be hilarious looking. It would be so funny looking. Just should do that for a minute.
It would sound like a kazoo.
Little can.
I had ordered an exhaust, the Dan Moto exhaust for my bike, and they were like, it said on their site they would send me a form, and then I just fill out the form saying that I'm gonna use it on the track only, and then they canceled it.
Oh,
they wouldn't ship it to me.
Well, you have them ship it to your shop.
They won't ship it to shops either.
Oh,
what the fuck?
So you have to get it shipped to someone else out of state, and then have them ship it back to you. Which sucks because then you have to pay for shipping.
Bullshit. God.
And then I spent the money.
What's that exhaust called that Neil puts on all his bikes? It fucking split.
That's the Dan Moto exhaust.
That's the Dan Moto, or it's
like
a fork?
Stupid loud.
That'd be cool on my bike. I don't know how to treat it though.
Yeah, it looks like. What kind of bike do you have?
Powder coated black.
What bike do you have?
A Hayabusa 100 cc.
Oh, they don't have it. Oh yeah, they don't have.
They don't have a 100 million.
No, they don't have Harley on here. Aprilia, BMW, Ducati, Honda, Kawasaki, Suzuki, Triumph, Yamaha.
The thing about this bike is that manufacturers and aftermarket, they're not really making a lot of shit for this bike. So everybody that has one, or everybody that's a fabricator, is buying one so they can fabricate shit themselves to do it. And some amazing stuff's coming out of it. But so far, it's not many fuck the companies are doing anything for it, which is attractive to me. I like it even more. Except for my fucking, it's gonna make me need to have a walker by the time I'm 50 though. My right hip keeps popping out of joint because of the weird ass sets. It's like not rear set, not front set. It's retarded set. That's what I've named it. Retard set.
Oh, Chris said he did the same thing. Cut out the baffle section.
Yeah, why not?
A Yamaha. He's got a Yamazuki Ninja 9000.
That's my bike.
Yep, that's the one.
I got it from North Korea.
He should have said he's got a Yamazuki Ninja 250 and it does 200 miles an hour.
I want another 250. You know you boys do too.
I never had a 250.
250.
I've never had a 250 either.
Dude, it's so much fun. You don't appreciate how much fun they are until you start moving up in class. It's like they fucking cut. They're light. Pick them up. Put them in your pocket.
I've got a 250 Rebel sitting in my garage right now.
Oh, dude, that was my first
car trick.
First adult bike anyway.
Have you guys seen the new Rebels? I'm not gonna lie, they look pretty fucking good, man.
Yeah, dude. They got a 500 too, I think, or something.
They do have a 500 now. I was like, man, those actually look dope.
Yeah, they look good, man. I was proud of Sub D, like making an example for like who cares what you ride kind of fucking mentality on one of his last videos. That guy they took him to lunch and he was riding the Rebel. And he's like, what bike you got there? And the guy's like, it's Rebel. And he's like, those are fucking good bikes, man. You'll miss it. Don't get rid of it. And he rode on. And I was like, yeah, dude.
You said you have a 250 Rebel?
I used to. Oh, yeah. Yeager does in his garage.
Have you seen the kits for the
to do like a
cafe racer?
Like a hipster bike out of it? Yeah, no.
Yeah.
No, I got this for my girl so she could delve into motorcycling, and if she doesn't like it, I'm not out a ton of money.
Yeah, I've been trying to talk my girl into starting on a Grom, but she won't go for it because she knows I'm just gonna ride the fuck out of it. I'm like, come on, baby, look, that's a perfect bike to ride. You can fucking learn. You can touch, your feet on the ground. You're not gonna like go crazy on it. And she's like, no, you just want it so you can ride it.
I want a Grom so bad.
GhostNinja video is wheeling the shit out of her Grom.
Yeah, out of her Grom.
Oi. What up, cunt?
What up, man?
Oh, yay, I'm here.
Kenny's here. Yay.
I'm here. I'm
installing
the toilet.
You're installing the toilet, huh?
Yeah, I'm
how's that going?
This is not the most disgusting thing I've ever done.
Well, you do drive a Prius.
You know what?
Oh, damn. Right away.
Damn, he said you ain't got the nipples.
You're bringing out the big guns all
right off the bat. Didn't even ease into it.
Yeah.
He didn't even say hello.
Yeah, at least say hello. Yeah. Thank you.
At least give him a reach around first. Come on.
Yeah. Hey, Kenny, how's it going? Fuck you for driving a Prius.
Hey, Kenny, man, I didn't see you there, you pretentious piece of shit.
Just because I care about the environment doesn't.
Shut up!
I don't care.
Okay. First of all, your logic is completely wrong because they create more fucking pollution by creating a fucking Prius.
I don't.
The Earth is flat.
The Earth is flat. Not spending $600 a month in gas. That's pretty much what.
How much?
That's all you had to say. You didn't have to say, okay, I care about the Earth. You just say, I don't want to pay that much in gas.
How much was the toilet you bought? How much is a new toilet? How much is a new toilet?
Depends on if it's electric.
$200? That's not that bad.
No, it's a lot. I mean, I would rather not spend $200.
Yeah.
I mean, it is a nice toilet.
You have to plug it in sometimes.
I'm taking some glorious poops on this thing.
Does it talk?
You got a high flow toilet, I hope.
Does it
it doesn't talk. You know, the coolest toilets that I've ever sat on were in Guam. They have
hybrids.
the heated toilet seats and the little like buttons on the side that shoot water up your asshole.
The bidet.
Yeah, the bidet. It was that getting up in the morning and sitting on a warm toilet seat that's not warm because somebody else has been sitting there.
It's the fucking worst when you go to work and you're like, oh fuck, it's warm.
Fuck, dude, that guy was just dropping some mad heat. Yeah, no, that's nice. It's a different type of nice.
You know, I've heard a lot of people say that once you get a duvet or whatever the fuck you call it, a bidet, yeah. You don't go back.
You know, I can't say that I liked it.
Keeps you warm on the toilet, duvet.
I did not enjoy it.
It's not enjoyable, but after you're done, it is enjoyable because it's like you just got out of the bathtub. It's like you didn't even take a shit. The shit never happened.
You got a clean asshole.
The question is, does it heat the water before it squirts your ass, or is it just cold water?
No, mine was just cold water.
It depends on which one you get. And depends on if it's hooked up to hot water or cold water.
Right, if it's a fancy one.
Does it freeze your asshole? Does it burn your asshole? Or does it feel just right on your asshole?
Yeah, that's a good point, but I wouldn't want one with a heating element because it could get malfunction. You just get boiling water on your colon.
You get a fucking 3rd-degree burn on your asshole.
Yeah, but on the bright side, you can make cup of noodles in your toilet.
Ooh. Okay. I see your point, and I.
That's a valid point. Yeah, toilet ramen.
Or should I say you saw my point and you raised me $200? I will not call you on that, sir. I fold.
Just soak your pasta in your bidet for 11 minutes. And let's move on to the next part of our recipe.
How to make cup of noodles in your bidet.
There you go, Billy. There's your next cooking video.
Apparently there's this new I'm just all over these fucking YouTube commercials. Apparently, there's this new fucking bidet that they're trying to market towards Americans, kind of like the Squatty Potty or whatever.
Does it make machine gun sounds when you spray it?
Oh, I wish it did. It's called the Tushy, and it's basically a bidet that you can put underneath your toilet seat. It squirts water on your asshole.
Oh yeah, you can buy those on Amazon though.
It's marketed towards Americans because apparently no American has ever heard of a bidet or ever used a bidet. So
why don't we do it?
Front or front to back?
America.
I don't know why we don't do that. It's so good. It's good stuff. I know it sounds gay as fuck. Oh, we love having jets of water squirted on our butthole. We're all praising it and shit. But hey, man, don't knock it to you.
You gotta have a clean butthole, man.
The next best thing is wet wipes, but that's kind of gross, and you got a garbage bag full of fucking shit rags.
Or you could be a fucking pollutionist like myself and just flush them down the toilet.
You asshole! That's on you, man.
I'm connected to fucking public water or public sewage or whatever. Like it's all going to a fucking treatment center. It's not like you have.
Breaks on there, Kenny.
It's not like I have a fucking tank in my backyard that it's gonna go and clog up.
Dude, I had my wife. My wife was doing that to me at one point in another house, man, and it caused a disaster. Is that all plugged up in some corner underneath the house? Oh
yeah,
man.
Fuck that.
And then you had a lawn full of shit.
Yeah, but I don't have a septic system. It's all going to fucking city sewage. So
no, we were going to septic or city sewage too, man. It just hit a corner and the pipes under the house and blocked up. And
well, it sounds like you have shitty sewage. See what I did there?
I had this place is probably right there. Sure.
Literally, the water treatment facility is probably within a mile from my house.
Oh, so you can just like walk there and be like, "Hey man,
as the crow flies
down the toilet."
As the crow flies, it's probably half a mile from my house. So on a good, or I should say, on a bad day, I can smell it.
So you could like literally walk there and be like, "Hey, have a bad day, boys. Follow me."
That one is mine.
Hey, you get the baby wipe that I wiped my ass with yesterday? No? Okay, well, just it should be here any minute.
That's
Okay.
funny, right?
See you later.
Flush a note down the toilet and go walk over there and see if they got it.
You put it on like a piece of leather. Like, hey, I just wanted to say hi. Sorry that I fucked up your system with this piece of leather. I just wanted to let you know that you guys were doing a great job. Keep up the good work.
When my last
Yes, poker nights is
military
Friday.
What?
Meet us at the VFW for poker night on fucking Saturday.
They had an announcement that people were flushing too many condoms down the toilet and to stop because it was fucking up the septic system on base.
Oh, dude, no,
God.
we had this shit on base at Camp Lejeune. Too many people were jacking off.
Thank you, Drake.
Too many people were jacking off. Sorry, yeah. Thanks, Trick, for the $5 donation to.
Are we on the air right now?
Yeah, we're definitely on.
No,
We've been on air for-
no, we're not.
Yeah,
They're fucking with you.
What's everybody?
We're not live.
But yeah, we whenever I was on base at a certain barracks that we were in, they put up a bulletin and we had this whole fucking speech by the company commander. He was like, "Hey, stop jacking off in the fucking showers because you're clogging up the system."
God damn.
Yeah. Too many people were jacking off in the showers. Who the fuck jacks off in the shower? Use a fucking cum rag.
Not me.
Can't say it.
Yeah, that's weird.
I mean, I have
Never
done
done
it.
that.
I'm not gonna lie. Like, yeah, I have done it, but whatever, man. I'm not gonna come every day. in the
Adam
fucking shower.
and DJ said the same. They did the same thing to them.
You know damn well, man. Like, when
Oh,
you first have a newborn baby and your wife's working like crazy or whatever, and the kid falls asleep and you're like, your only time to take a shower. You know, you're just ranking the hell out of that thing right then. You know you are.
Beating that shit like he owes you
Right?
money.
Yep.
Adam, whenever I was in Afghanistan, we didn't have running water, so I mean, we had burn shitters, and we didn't even have showers. It was all baby wipe showers. So, but I know what you're talking about.
Or baths.
Yeah, we had whore
You're asking
baths.
for the days then. Like, hey,
I don't
this
miss
is the
rest
day.
area whore baths, man. Like when you're on the road for a long time, and the only running water you get is that serious.
I didn't take a shower for 5 months whenever I was in Afghanistan. I felt horrible for the woman that had to Czechoslovakian.
Yeah.
I said that completely wrong. The Czech girl that had to fucking cut my hair because it was just a matted wad of shit, just dirt and grime and nastiness. Anyways,
dude, man, when I was on a show called
Hi,
Sterling and
Ehart.
Reed Brothers Circus, we had a dude named
Yeah.
Robbie, and he was right.
What up, Ehart?
He had big ass dreadlocks, right? So he fell asleep one night and woke up, and he woke us up laughing because his dread was stuck to the sheet, and I mean it was fucking glued to the sheet. We had to dissect it off the sheet, giggling and shit. Had to end up cutting the dread off. When we opened it up, it had juice in it, like liquid, and there was a little bug swimming around in the juice.
Shuck.
That's nasty.
Well, I'm like, cut your hair short, shave it off, man. Shave your head.
That's you know what's fucking disgusting? This wax shit underneath the.
Oh, yeah.
toilet.
Ugh.
That is.
It looks disgusting. Did you get a new one?
Yeah.
They have a rubber one that you can use instead of the wax.
Huh?
They make rubber ones that you can use instead of wax.
You know, this wax thing just came with the toilet. I didn't know anything about that. I didn't do too much reading before I decided to jump into this.
Yeah, that thing is fucking gross, weird.
Yeah.
The Johnny ring.
Yeah.
It's not gross putting it in; it's gross taking the old one out.
Mhm.
Taking
Yeah.
the old one
Yep.
out. Yes,
Yep.
thank you. That's
You use a glove and never immediately wash your hands and never touch anything with that hand ever.
Yeah,
again.
there's some
Well,
weird shit.
I got
Wash
Burn your
Yeah.
hand. That's what needs to happen.
I got
Yeah,
some
burn your hand off.
sacrificial scrapers and towels.
Yeah,
and I
throw
stole a bunch of my wife's
Yeah.
work gloves.
The worst is when your buddy has a problem with his toilet. Like I had my buddy Jason flushed some shit or his kids flushed some shit, toys down the toilet, and we had to take his toilet off the fucking floor. And when you're having to pull your buddy's wax ring out, it's not even your shit.
All right, so when the last ship that I worked on, the sewage system on there is like this weird vacuum system, right? So it's like this an air compressor, and then when you flush the toilet, it just like sucks the fucking piss and shit like to wherever the tank is, right? But there's an
airplane.
Yeah, I guess you could call it that. But there's this giant fucking pump, and every once in a while, poo would get fucking like dried up on this little flapper valve that made the
You can say
suction.
shit.
Yeah, and if you didn't get in there every once in a while and scrape it off, like it would just run all night long. So I'd be in my rack, and hear, and that's the fucking toilet like cycling because it's fucking dried up shit on this flapper. Yeah, so that's always fun. And then the pipes are like super small, so I always tell people like, shit flush, wipe flush, right? You can't just put everything down the toilet at once. But you get that one guy that wants to take a fucking monster deuce and then use a half a roll of toilet paper, and then it gets stuck in like an elbow somewhere, and you got to chase it down, and you're walking around with like a little ting 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 clunk 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 up. That's where the shit is, and you got to fucking take it apart and fucking. Yeah, I love my job on the ship. That was great.
Ugh.
Remind me to never do that again.
Don't ever do that again.
Thanks. Yeah, I don't plan on ever doing that again.
Okay, I was just reminding you.
Thanks. If I try to re-enlist, somebody kick me in the balls.
Don't you have underlings to do that for you now?
If I could re-enlist, I would. Honestly.
At the time, I had one, and sometimes it's easier just to do things yourself. You say you would re-enlist?
Oh yeah, definitely. I tried to re-enlist 6 months after I got out. They wouldn't take me back because what branch were you in?
I'm in the Coast Guard right now.
Oh, you're in the Coast Guard? Okay, so here's the thing. I got out and I was trying to go to the Coast Guard because my best friend was in the Coast Guard. He's like, "Oh, it's awesome. I'm a fucking rescue diver and blah blah blah." He's fucking rescue diving school and all that fucking Mickey Mouse happy horse shit. And I was like, "Well, I could be on a fucking boat and I could fucking shoot fucking drug smugglers and shit.
That
that'd
shit
be
don't
pretty
happen.
cool."
That's what you see on Discovery Channel.
Exactly. So, well, I ended up not going into the Coast Guard and fucked myself because I lied to the government about everything that was wrong with me because I was like, I want to re-enlist and go to the Coast Guard. So all the pains that I have in my body, my back problems, my knee problems, my shoulder problems, all these other joint problems that I have, I was like, no, I'm fine. I'm fine. Yeah, just send me to the Coast Guard. And they're like, okay, cool. And I decided that I wasn't going to join the Coast Guard. And so now I only get 20% disability when in reality I should get upwards of 50% disability because of all the pain that I'm in. But anyways, that's not the point. Anyways, 6 months after I got out of the Marine Corps, I decided that I hated my life and I wanted to re-enlist because military life is so much easier than civilian life. And they wouldn't take me back because of my tattoo on my arm. It is way too close to my wrist. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? I got this tattoo while I was in. I got it freaking passed by my staff NCO, my commanding officer, my company commanding officer, my fucking battalion commanding officer, everybody. I freaking got it passed by everybody because I was like, this is gonna be the most important tattoo that I will ever get, and I want it right there on my forearm. It's my firstborn daughter. Like, I want this on my arm. And they're like, oh yeah, as long as your hand can cover up this tattoo, you're fine. Well, whenever I go to the fucking recruiter, they're like, yeah, no, you can't come in. It's too close to your wrist. And I was like, excuse me? And so I was like, fuck it. Well, if the Marine Corps is not going to take me, I'll go to the Army. So I went over to the Army, and they're like, oh yeah, we don't give a fuck about your tattoos. Do you take any medication? And I was like, yeah, I have hypothyroidism, so I have to take daily medication for that. I'm like, oh no, sorry, we can't take you. You you have to take pills every day. Sorry, bud. Good luck. And I was like, oh fuck. Because I could have probably gotten away with it. I could have probably just told them, no, I don't take any fucking pills, and just been just fine. And I could have.
You vomiting, Kenny?
Huh?
Are you vomiting?
Not yet. No. Like I said, this is not the worst thing I've ever done, but it's pretty fucking gross.
But yeah, I could have easily gotten into the Army if I had just lied. But gotta be an upstanding citizen.
Yeah, I'm
Where the fuck
rapidly
did my
approaching
dip
my
go?
20th year, so there's no way in fucking hell I'm staying any longer. I love my job. Like, I love the Coast Guard. I think it's fantastic, and I'm not ashamed or upset that I've stayed in for this long. But it was not part of my plan, and I'm ready to do something else.
I heard that.
I got a buddy's son in the Coast Guard, man, and he always sends us pictures of drug busts. It's awesome.
Yeah, that's
Nice.
like I don't. I did. I worked for a security team for 3 years, and that was a good time. And when I worked on 2 ships out of Florida, and we'd always chase people, but we'd never catch them, just because our boats are really fucking slow. But I mean, I've loved my job, and I've loved the work that I've done, but I'm just ready to do something else. I feel like I've completely outgrown this this field of employment. So yeah, it's time to move on.
Yeah.
22 months and counting.
22 months? Jesus, you're still fucking ways off.
No, not really. The way that I see it, I've got one full fiscal year left. So like,
No, you pretty much still have 2 years.
No. So October to October is one full year for us, right? But come like December, like October, November, December of 2019, like I'm not gonna be doing anything. Like I'm pretty much just gonna be doing nothing.
So you
training the next person that I've got coming in, because around February of 2020, I'm gone. So really, I've only got
how many years have you been in?
18 and
okay. Well, yeah, you're right.
4 months.
I'm not gonna argue with you. You're right. You're right. You are right.
Yeah. So, you're right. Yeah, on paper it's 22 months, but in my mind, the way that I foresee the next 22 months going, it's only actually a year of actual work.
You know what's funny is that whenever I was getting out, I had done my deployment, and I was like, oh, awesome. Like, after I get back from deployment, I have like less than a year before I get out. This is gonna be awesome. I'm gonna be in QC. I'm not gonna do a fucking thing. I'm just gonna nail people on their fucking inspections, and it'll be all gravy. And then I'm gonna freaking be on sick call or whatever because I'm not gonna PT, like whatever. I'm gonna be a fat piece of shit. Well, the last day of my freaking enlistment, my last day that I was before I got out, like, oh yeah, we're gonna do a fucking company run. We're running fucking 9 miles on my fucking last day. I was like, I don't have to be a part of this, do I? And they're like, oh fuck yes you do. God, boots and utes fucking run. I was running in boots with camis, everything. 9 fucking miles around the fucking base on my last fucking
What are you gonna do?
day.
Fire me?
Oh my god! But I could see where you're coming. You're in fucking 18 to 20 years or whatever. I was in for 4 years, and I was getting out earlier because of the. They're like, if you're getting out in the fiscal year of 2011, if you want to get out 3 months earlier, how about you fill out this form? And I was like, fuck yeah, I want to get it out 3 months earlier. So I only served 3 years 9 months rather than the full 4 years. So
I see.
yeah. Yeah, I was still a little corporal dickhead. So
Sorry, still fucking up this toilet.
Cool.
Oh shit, your dog's passed out. Is it dreaming? Yeah, he's dreaming, huh?
Oh, he's a fucking dreamer, dude. Like he'll suck
You
on.
doing the sleep run?
Yeah, he sleep runs, he sucks on tits in his sleep, and he fights in his sleep.
You ever see the video of the dog that's sleeping and then wakes up and runs into a wall?
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit's hilarious.
Yeah, that dog's cute, man.
I hope that this thing is sealed to the floor the right way.
Leo the Great's gonna be a badass dog, dude. He's 20 pounds, 12 weeks, and fucking growing. I got him on all kinds of stuff, making sure that he's doing good. What the fuck are you doing?
You heard something. Gotta go check it out.
All right, let's move on to round 2.
Yeah, I don't think I want to change toilets.
Oh, let me. If this thing doesn't leak, so I figure this is like a 3 beer job. Right now, it's looking as like it's a 2 beer job, but it could end up being a lot more beers if it leaks.
Did you watch any YouTube videos or anything?
No, dude, I'm raw dogging this one.
He's just going for it.
Yeah, dude, I'm just going for it.
Get that toy.
Yeah. It's gonna be warm this weekend.
Yeah. Oh shit.
I figure this is just SCMM training. That's what it is. This crazy ass weather. Just SCMM training.
Is that what this is?
Yeah, that's what this is. Just getting ready for SCMM, so you're ready dead when you get there. Can't die twice.
Rehydrate.
Yeah.
There's no training for SCMM.
Anyways. Anyone got any fun
I
plans?
wish I could make
that would
it.
be really funny.
do we have any funny what?
Fun plans the weekend.
Oh. Nope. I plan on fucking drinking.
Just get smashed, huh?
Yep. I've been getting smashed pretty much fucking every day that I've been off the boat.
I plan on dominating with some beer pong.
Heard that.
Oh, speaking of which, a Ghost.
Yep.
If we come to your house next weekend, I might bring the beer pong table.
Ooh. Oh, so that it's ready to go. Yeah. That is a good idea. I gotta figure out what to do with my dog.
Oh, that's
I gotta see if there's. Last year we took her to Petco, and they have they do the like pet hotels, and then I bought her a suite with her own fucking room, and she had a TV in her room and her cot, and fucking they did like tummy rubs, and paid so she didn't have to play with other dogs that people would go in there. She doesn't really do good with other dogs, so. And actually, it wasn't too expensive.
Did she like it?
I mean, I don't think she liked it, but it wasn't as bad. It wasn't too bad.
Better than being locked up in a kennel for fucking.
Yeah,
day.
at least she had like one-on-one time. We paid for her to get the Kong twice a day.
Enrichment. Couple beers.
Yeah, just get her smashed. She'll be all right.
Look how rippled up he is already. Right here.
Yeah. He's gonna be nice when he gets big, man. He's already cute.
That American Bandog thing, I guess it's a whole fucking deal. The Mastiff and Pitbull mix is, they call it American Bandog, and I don't know. It doesn't get as tall, but it still gets as wide. It's like a big version of a Pitbull, I guess. That's what he's gonna look like. I don't know. We'll see. He's growing pretty exponentially, though. It's pretty ridiculous. Of course, I've been feeding him racehorse food, but that's beside the point.
And meth.
And meth.
Yeah, meth. Dog meth.
What's I was gonna say what's in dog meth, but probably everything.
Dog meth would be like probably something we wouldn't expect, like ground up cat testicles.
Cat testicles get me straight. Oh, fucking cat testicles. Yuck. Oh man, this is not fun.
You're only saying that because you've done it. I've never done that before. Cat testicles ground up.
Ground testicles.
Testicles.
Testicles. I didn't go get the jacket today.
Did you get it?
No, they never called me.
Oh, you didn't call them?
No.
They usually are pretty good at calling, so maybe it's not in yet.
He said Friday. Well, I'll go check it out tomorrow to give me a chance to get out of the house for a minute.
Yeah. It's a nice jacket. The red looked pretty good.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it's a super bright color, which I'm not exactly fond of. But red is not bad. Red is not a bad color.
Hey guys, I'm gonna call it a night.
Love the dark colors.
Later,
Hey,
man.
Cool, man.
And thanks for having me, guys.
All right, have a good one.
Good talking to you, man.
I just hope it fits like well, you know, like.
Well, yeah, I think it will.
These days, I love I love the super dark. I'm digging the super dark fucking like matte colors, but with lots of reflection. That's my jam. Like in the daytime, it's like, you know, you're low key or whatever, look cool, but at nighttime, you're like lit up.
That mesh jacket, that gray, that was nice. Like I kind of wish that one would have fit.
I mean, you could have ordered it. There's just no way to test it.
Yeah.
I mean, but you got a deal, so.
Oh yeah, dude, that's.
It was like $80 off, something like that. Probably a little bit more than that because that was after taxes.
I wonder if he's gonna give me the hookup on that AGV as well.
Oh, you buying it there? He probably. Maybe. Because I might buy that Riot from him.
We should go at the same time.
Yeah? Get them at the same time?
Yeah, Yeah, I mean, because that'll save. Fuck, even if it saves like 20 or 30%. Like that's still a significant savings.
Raya is probably just a step above Shoei, isn't it? Or are they on the same level?
I don't know. I can't say for sure. I've never worn a Rye. Well, for a while, like I wanted one, but then I heard they were going out of business. But this was many years ago, and then I discovered the Shoeis, and that's what I went with before I bought the AGB.
Araya has a helmet called the Corsair XRC. It's $4,000.
What the fucking holy balls of sack jizz is that about?
That's
What
crazy.
Holy
Does it massage your
fuck.
scalp while you're riding?
It says based on Araya's Formula One GP6 RC helmet technology.
That better have
Uses the same carbon fiber found in the newest generations of commercial airliners.
Ooh.
You know what sucks? The first time you take it off and you put it on your bike and it falls on the
It falls off! Yeah, no.
That's... Oh!
You okay, Kenny?
Yeah.
You dropped it in the toilet, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Better get your hand in there. Get in there nice and deep.
Oh, you want to hear the fucking best part? When I went to uninstall the old toilet, it still had pee in there.
What?
Whoa! Week old piss.
What the fuck?
Mountain Moto, yeah. So I can't wear like Icon or some of those helmets because they don't fit my head shape. Shoei fits mine, and it looks like the Arayas are similar to Shoei.
What he means is
got a
he
very
has
round,
a very enormous head.
That's exactly what I mean. Dude, I tried it on the Scorpion once, and I had to get like a 5X. I was like, this is fucking stupid.
Oh, man.
I
They
thought
have
all
a large,
helmets
and I
sucked
think
until
that
realized
it's
my
too
real
big for my head.
size. Yeah, man, realizing your real size is like a realization. I thought all helmets were like fucky and hurt your head until I realized my true size, went down to a medium, and now it's fucking gravy.
Although the
sorry,
No, go ahead.
Shoeies are like icons are for you, I'd guess. Ghost, they do squeeze my head in the front. It's a weird round shape I don't like.
Yeah, Icons, they fucking give me a headache after like maybe an hour of riding. I can't. I've had the Armada and I've had the Alliance, and both of them, they just fucking give me a headache. I can't ride long. I think actually it was like 2 hours on the dot, and then I would put it on, and I would stop, and I would like take a break, and take like 10, 15 minutes, and then I'd put it back on, and it'd be all right. But then like 10 minutes later, or even less than that, and I'd be like in pain again. Now it's like, man, can't
like
do this.
involuntary head binding.
And I like their boots, but they're
I really like the boots.
I'm still
I don't know these RF 1200s from that looks fucking dope. The RF 1200s are pretty nice. They're about $500. Yeah, these are pretty dope. Yeah, about 500.
That's not bad.
I'll probably get it for like 4, maybe, with a discount.
Yeah. But that guy is, dude. That guy is fucking awesome.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's a good friend to have.
Oh yeah.
I always feel bad though. I don't know. I feel bad sometimes. Just like I feel like I'm using them.
That's how I feel. Like a little bit, but I mean, I appreciate it. I totally do. Like it's super.
Did you hear the doorbell?
Yeah, dude.
Final sent me a love message. Video is fucking hilarious. I'm not sharing it. I'm not sharing it with any of you.
It's a guy and a girl working out in their backyard, and the girl is trying to like sit on top of the guy's feet, and as she's like sitting on top of his feet, he reaches up and pokes her in the butthole, and as he pokes her in the butthole, it goes ding dong. Fucking hilarious.
Fell on her fucking face. Love it.
Yeah, right now I have the Shoei Quest. I've used. That's actually I crashed in the first one. So here's the funny thing. I'm pretty sure that the one I crashed in is still okay. I just have been too lazy because you can ship it to Shoei, and because there's only like one scratch on it, and you can ship your helmet back to Shoei, and Shoei's one of the only companies. You ship it to them, they'll do a free X-ray and free review of the helmet, and send it back to you for free with a certificate saying that it's still
It's good or bad.
it's still good to use. Yeah, exactly. And so I have that one, and it's pretty much almost brand new because I went and bought the exact same helmet again.
I don't know, man. I'm not a fan of Shoei. I've always just
They're so comfortable, man.
I've been under the assumption for so many years, even before I even thought about riding motorcycles, I knew about Shoei, and I thought that was just like a Walmart brand kind of
helmet,
and
they're one of the higher
I still have that assumption to this day. I mean, it's probably a false.
Yeah, Shoei's one of the higher end helmets. So when you look at like Arai, AVG, and Shoei, those are probably some of the better helmets. Dude,
Right.
when I went from the Icon to the Shoei, I was like, holy fuck, this is what a good helmet's like.
Granted, and I'm not even one of the like lower. I'm like in the lower part of people that you should talk about helmets with, because I have a Shark Raw, and that's pretty much a 3/4 helmet. So I have no right to talk shit about any fucking helmet because I have no frontal protection whatsoever whenever it comes to helmets. So
Dude, I'm after that Scorpion Covert, and it's like it turns from a brain bucket to an open face helmet to a full face helmet, but it's like really not safe at all because the pieces are like hard plastic or whatever, you know. But it looks cool as fuck. It's sort of modular, I guess.
My helmet looks cool as fuck. It's not safe. I mean, it's safe for like this part and back, but if I land straight on my face, I'm definitely losing my face. So I don't know.
Yeah, but
it looks cool, but it's not really safe. I just like it because I was like, dude, that helmet's badass, and I want it.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, the cool factor on those helmets is fucking definitely appealing big time. But I guess when you stop and think about it, I do it a lot. It's just not fair. I start to feel selfish because it's not fair to like kids and shit.
Right.
It's like, what if something happens? I smash my face, and they don't have anybody to take care of them. That's why I turn around, even if I have a T-shirt on. It's like I could at least put gloves on, and I'll always turn around.
Right.
If I forget a pair.
I found it.
Well, my thing is my face is already fucked up as it is, so why not fuck it up even worse by wearing a shitty helmet?
Or like jumping off a roof.
Yeah, and fucking up my shoulder, and yeah. I mean,
you should have worn a helmet.
Who fucking cares about my body?
You should have had your Shark Raw on.
Definitely would have saved my shoulder.
Yep, I think that would have helped.
It probably would have, actually.
What the fuck is this? Look at this helmet. This looks interesting. I've never seen this. An Arai Defiant Pro.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
that looks
man.
Interesting.
Yeah, I love those.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, that's got a cool shape. I love the pattern.
I like the camouflage.
Yeah, I like the digi.
It's the army digi fucking shit. I'm not a fan of the army digital camouflage, but if they made that in any Marine Corps color, I would buy it because it had the Marine Corps colors on it.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. For $429, normally $800.
But I mean, you look at they're definitely going to sell to a bunch of Army or Air. That's pretty close to the Air Force colors too. So you look at all of the Army and all of the Air Force, they're going to sell a lot of these fucking helmets just for the fact that their digital colors match. And motherfuckers ride to work on their bikes in their military uniforms. So
I think it was Icon many years ago, and even they might even still do. They had like Air Force, Army. I think they had an Air Force and Army like camo like style gear.
Right.
Yeah, and I always thought that was kind of weird, but yeah, I totally see how it appeals to those guys that want to ride on base in their uniform.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Yeah. Well, it's funny because all branches of military have different standards whenever it comes to riding gear, and I can speak personally for the Marine Corps because I've never served in any other branch, but you have to have, if you're going to ride, you have to have at least your camis on, and you have to have a reflective vest on while you're wearing your camis. So you look like a complete fucking tool.
I haven't seen anybody that wore camis riding with a reflective vest in a long time.
No, not.
It's only in Marine Corps that requires it.
When I was in Louisiana, I was going on. I forget what bases they have there. It was some military.
Louisiana is probably Navy and Army.
Maybe it was in Pascagoula. Anyways, I was going on some base, and they were like, "Oh, you can't come on because you don't have your reflective." I was like, "What?" So I parked my bike off base, and I walked.
That sleepy little pound Pascagoula.
What does it sound like? What does it sound like? My mother made the slang for things in the Army. Camis.
You got your camis on? Did you make today? Did you make sure you make? Did you take your BMs? You got your MBGs with you tonight? Get your grenades to make sure you kill the Hodgies, honey. Your camis. Did you pack your camis?
Jesus Christ. I never thought of it that way. Well,
don't forget your MREs.
Gotta get your oil.
What does the Army call their camis? They don't call it camis. They call it
BDUs, right?
BDUs, yeah. They're your ADUs or your BDUs.
At least that sounds more technical.
Yeah,
ooh, Kenny.
But
yeah,
Revzilla has an AGV Pista GPR Carbon Grand Primo for $799 right now.
See, look, I'm not giving a fuck these days. I wear this helmet. This is I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. I don't know if you guys knew what I'm talking about with the covert, but here's the helmet I was talking about. Little 3Ts. I fucking love it, even though it's dangerous as hell. It's just, it seems nice. You can take the faceplate off, and it's just open face helmet. It looks like, because you know how I am with paint and shit, and customizing shit. That is the helmet you'd want to fucking rust out.
I emailed you the link. It's the carbon fiber with red.
I think that's the one that I wanted.
It's $799 right now.
Fuck.
It's on closeout.
Really?
Yeah, that means they're not gonna have it anymore.
Damn, that's exactly the one I wanted too. If I can't see it because I got fucking shit on my hands, but
I emailed you the link.
Yeah, I'll check it out.
His fingers are in shit.
Yeah, it's $599 off. It's normally $1,400.
Have you guys? I've been getting on eBay and searching Scullies to see like surplus Scullies or whatever, or somebody trying to sell their Scullies, and they're on there. They're on there.
Oh, really?
Motherfuckers. Yeah. Right now, I guess it's in between 900 and 1,500 people trying to lose them for us, so no one's bidding. But wait a little bit, might be able to play with one in a year or two, maybe. But they're out there because the son of a bitch was hasty and with this whole business and fucked shit up. So he was like giving fucking Scullies away at parties and shit, and like people like Chase on Two Wheels, YouTube channels, and fucking all kinds of shit. Fucked himself right over. They're everywhere.
I was
And
really
I want
excited
one.
about those, and I was gonna buy myself one for Christmas, and then right before they announced that they were shutting down.
Yeah, dude. But they're out there and they do work. You could pair it with your fucking the software works. I bet you probably get somewhere on the deep web if there's firmware or something that's missing in some models and fucking put it right back in.
Guys,
No problem.
here's a test. I'm about to start this toilet up and see if it fucking doesn't leak everywhere.
All right, if you hear screaming, we know.
Shit in it first, though. Shit in it first, or it's
not.
not.
I know. I'm not doing it anymore. That's bad.
Shit in it first.
Shit in it first.
Yeah.
Get a real test.
You got to be confident with your work.
I am not confident with my work. Dude, I am not a plumber, man. Oh shit! I just dropped something in there. All right.
What do you think of that helmet? Is that stupid or not? Oh, flush it.
I like how it looks. I've seen that one. Actually, I've tried it on. It's not comfortable for me, but I've seen
Really?
it. That's definitely just a piece of plastic in the front.
Oh yeah, it is. You'd have to heavily modify the inside of the front to be able to vlog in it.
Which one are you talking about?
You put the link in the side chat. Yeah, it looks dope though. I love the look. It's got that like fighter pilot look.
The Scorpion?
Yeah.
Or like it's like a helmet that if you were driving a UFO, that's the helmet that would.
Well, and I mean it's still just a half helmet though. And that's kind of like
technically is.
Look at this one.
That's kind of like how mine is. Mine is the 3/4 helmet version of that, but they
Yes. Yeah, that's why
this one is kind of cooler because it has like I think these have the fold down
tinted visor.
The visors on it. Mine are mine
so you can pull out the bottom.
is right here. And it has and it's dusty as fuck, but it has the
I love
snowboarding goggles on it.
Yeah, I like those too. Well, it's motocross goggles.
Yeah, it's fucking awesome. That's the only reason why I bought it, because I was like, dude, nobody else fucking has this shit. And literally a week before I got that, or a week after I got that shit, I saw somebody riding around with it. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna have to pull a backroad moto and paint the fuck out of this. And I still have yet to paint it, but I'm going to.
Man. You have to in some way, like fucking Star Wars style or something.
It's gonna be bright lime green and have your signature embezzled look that you did with your what helmet was that you did?
What did I call it? Lockjaw or fucking tetanus or some shit?
Lockjaw? Something,
yeah, the lockjaw helmet with the spikes on the back.
Yeah, that one.
I like that helmet. I got made fun of a lot for it, but I loved it.
I loved it, and I actually talked to you about this not too long ago. It was actually it was probably a year ago, but I was like, dude, how did you do that? And because I wanted to do the same version that you did, but instead of like a rust colored that you did with it, I wanted to do like a lime green, like alien amoeba kind of look.
Yeah, like iron that's exposed to the toxic waste, like in video games and shit.
Right, exactly. Instead of like rust, do it the same way, but with like lime green colors rather than brown colors.
So I feel you, dude. That shit's cool.
It'd be sick.
I want to do that to every bike for some reason. It's a sickness. I want to age it. Every bike or everything that big piece of gear that goes with a motorcycle, age it 100 years. I don't know what the impulse is. I just want to fucking make it look like it's rusty and shitty. Everything. If I had your bike, Ghost, I would definitely do it. Like, imagine that. Your bike, make it look like it's wrought iron, the whole thing, and just been sitting in a yard for 100 years. But the engine components and the lines all be brand new. You know?
I think that I might do something like that with my bike after I ride it for a while. But I don't know. For as long as I can remember, I always wanted either a car or a bike that was because everybody does the white car or the white bike with the Sharpie, the black Sharpie, and they just paint shit with the Sharpie. I've seen that forever, and I was like, well, what if you did like a flat black with a silver Sharpie? Or any other colored Sharpie for that matter. There's a million different colors of Sharpies or paint markers. So that's what I did with my bike.
You know that company Sharpie Works? They were popular like many years ago. I want to say they were based out of like the Tampa Bay area somewhere. Are they still around?
I have no idea. I've never heard of them.
Sharpie Works?
Never heard of them.
Oh, but they did a bunch of cars, and then they had a bunch of bikes that they did, you know, the black with the Sharpie kind of, was it tribal like design?
Right.
Bullshit.
I mean, it's like the do it with Dan shit that he did with his bike. But I mean, I did that with my bike, but mine was, he did the white bike with the black Sharpie. I did a black bike with silver Sharpie. So.
He found that at one point for sale on eBay. Not eBay, Craigslist.
Nice. Probably because they found out it was a shitty bike.
Yeah. I love
wasn't that the F4i though? That was a good bike that he had. I don't know. I don't give a fuck.
Dan's got good taste.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Are you leaking?
No, it's completely full of water, and I don't see any water on the ground.
Give it a moment.
I can't believe you've been here this entire time replacing a toilet, and you're still here. And
now shit in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, this might be another guy's first.
Good job, man.
Toilet change, yeah.
Yeah.
You have to shit in it though.
You know what?
Prove it.
I'm feeling
on camera.
I might be able to take a piss. That is doable. Maybe not a shit, but at least
do something. Puke, shit.
All right,
make
how about I
nosebleed,
flush it for you guys? Everybody.
Oh, that sounds like a weak flush.
Whoa, man.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty quick. It wasn't any, but that's good.
It's so quiet. Way more quiet than the other toilet.
I have one toilet in this house. I have to hold down the fucking handle for 5 seconds. But it's like on the ground floor, furthest away from the sewage pipe.
And it uses less gallons per flush, so that means I can spend more of those gallons on my grass.
Ooh, fancy.
Yeah.
So much for the environment.
Nope.
I'm getting
the environment. Dude. I want to watch the world burn.
No doubt. I wish an ashtray or something would hit.
I'm actually going to make a shirt that says that.
I really wish
that. Don't steal that from me.
I get so pissed off,
we need a good old-fashioned plague. That's what we need.
Fuck yeah,
man. The fear mongers are fucking spouting it all the time, saying this and that's coming. Well, hurry up.
Oh yeah, we're all gonna fucking die. Well,
it's like hurry up or shut up.
You know, I think let's just put things in perspective. You know, like, oh shit, maybe watching fucking the Kardashians and worrying about who's pregnant and who's on Dancing with the Stars and all that other bullshit is not that important. Maybe I should not fucking get the plague. Maybe that should be important.
Well, the plague is going to happen again because of all these non-vaxxers. So, just wait.
It happens all the time. It just hasn't happened here. Black Plague's still out there in certain places, and then you got the Ebola virus.
Right. I mean, it happened on House, like so it's got to be happening in real life.
It's only a matter of time where we get something that are. And there is like TB still rampant, not rampant, but it's prevalent.
Oh
in
yeah,
places
no,
in
it
the
is.
United States.
Not in this country, but it is rampant in Africa for one. I
The
mean,
measles are back.
yes. All of these major fucking viruses and shit are back because of
Yeah.
non-vaxxers. Because
And
it fucking causes autism, and we're talking to somebody right now that fucking has autism, and
Yeah.
he can guarantee you it's not because of fucking vaccinations.
no, man,
It's just because he was born retarded.
Yeah, that's right. But
And I
yeah,
can say
dude,
that because I love the motherfucker.
he loved me.
Honestly, Billy, how often do we talk? It's at least like
Once a
three
week.
or four. I was gonna say 3 or 4 times a week.
At least once, yeah. Not that.
Oh, okay. Well, I see how it is.
Like I'm drunk half the time. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, it's true.
At least two times a week. At least 2 times a week.
If not,
He's like, especially since I started this job. Especially since I started this job, this motherfucker's like, "Hey, you still on the boat? Hey, when are you getting off the boat? Hey, you still on the boat?" I'm like, "Dude, yes, I'm still on the boat. I'll let you know."
yeah, dude, I'm just happy for you. Really, I'm just like, I'm hoping that you're not like somebody's piss you off and you quit.
Oh, with this last captain, I almost did. I don't want to say too much, but yeah, he's a cocksucker.
Because you've been down and out needing money, and now all of a sudden it's rolling in. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, and then I fuck it up by running my fucking fat ass mouth because I am a shit talker.
I do shit like that.
I hope that I don't fuck it up. But this guy's a fucking straight up top of the line snap on tool bag, man. He's a fucking cocksucker.
Oh.
Luckily, I only have him on the boat every now and then. Like last time I was on the boat, he was only there the last week, and for some reason he decided to work an extra week. So I have him. I wasn't supposed to have him for 2 weeks. This next 2 weeks that I'm on, but he decided to work an extra week, so I'll have him the first week and not the second week. And then I don't know what's going to happen after that, but God, this guy. I don't even want to get into it, but just know that he's a top of the line fucking cocksucker.
You gotta block it out if you can. That's
I
what
do.
keeps me from holding down a job. So I can't block it out.
Well, and the thing is that I have to play nice until I get fully hired on with this company. And for anybody that doesn't know right now,
Yeah.
I started working on this tugboat. I am in a temp hire service right now, so they can fire me at any point in time, whether I like it or not. Now, whenever I get hired on, it's kind of like joining a union. It takes pretty much an act of Congress for them to fire me after I get hired on. So I just gotta wait my time out, be nice and not clean, and play by the rules. But after I get hired on, I can tell this motherfucker how I actually feel and be like, "Look, dude, you're a fucking dickhead, and go fuck yourself." And he can't really do anything except for say, "Hey, I don't really want this guy on my boat. Can you send him to another boat?" And after that, I'll be like, "Well, I didn't want to fucking be on your boat anyways, motherfucker." So, just buying out my time.
Hmm.
I was thinking about working on a coal mine.
That's some hard fucking work.
I would never do that.
Yeah, no,
It's
thank
like
you.
made up every word I just said on the top of my head.
You don't have
Should
to
try that.
Thanks for breaking the silence.
Get
You
stuck underground in a cave.
No, thank you.
Nope.
You ever hear about that Pennsylvania town? No, I'm good.
The one that's is it? You talking about
That's currently on fire. That has been on fire since the 70s. Yeah, fuck that. No, it's completely true. Watch the whole documentary on that shit. It's got to be true.
Centralia,
Yeah.
Pennsylvania.
Yep.
Yeah.
Centralia.
It's hell, basically.
Yeah, it's kind of like that place in Russia, the Gate of Hell or whatever, but less extreme than that. I mean, the whole place is on fire, but it's not as on fire as that place in Russia. Because everything is worse in Russia.
It's scheduled to burn for like another 100 years,
if not longer.
It's crazy, incredible.
I'm good.
Dude, Python is on a fucking roll. He knows his shit. He said Centralia too.
Yeah, going underground is a mistake.
And then Dark Zero, he's gonna try to start a fucking fire somewhere.
I've been in plenty of caves, man. Like my most hated caves are ones that narrow. Like when you have to go prone belly and crawl through anything for more than like a second, then it's no good. And if they're sweet potato caves around here, which means that it's just they're runoff caves and they're just like in the middle of being formed and they're covered with red clay on the inside. So there's no coming out clean. I hate those fucking caves. They're the worst. But I went in one. I named it the Devil's Butthole, just because of what it looked like. It was in like a small sinkhole that went down about 10 feet, and then there's a little itty bitty hole just big enough for you to crawl through, and the whole cave was on your belly. And toward the middle of it, my buddy in front of me, Ruger, was in front of me, and he kept farting. So I was in the middle of this really tight space, and it already was like stuffy because not a lot of oxygen. And then he's like fucking shoving methane in my face.
Oh man, this feels nice.
And we got to one point to where there was a little light coming through, deep, long crack in the ceiling, and a car went over it. And I was like, I just backed out fast as hell. It took me like that was like 30 minutes into the cave, and I got out in like 5 minutes.
It's just wide enough for my ass. Like that feels great.
You're proud of yours.
I have never seen Kenny's face before.
Yeah,
and you look exactly the way that you sound.
Thanks.
You're proud of your public sanitation work. Very good.
Yeah. All right. Now I gotta clean this shit up.
And honestly, Backroad, fuck caves. Have you ever seen The Descent or The Descent 2 or any?
Descent. The first Descent was the best, man.
The first one, I didn't watch any other one besides the first one because fuck that movie. I watched it in theaters with my best friend whenever I was in high school, and I did not sleep for like 2 weeks because I was just scared. I'm not a scary movie guy, so.
Dude, I clicked at a lot of people in caves after that movie.
Fuck that movie, man.
How many people I fucked with after that movie, just like coming up and behind him in the cave.
Fuck that, man. Yeah, fuck that. Oh my god. Fuck that.
What was that recent movie that came out? It was like a couple years ago where they're in France and they end up in like the underworld or some bullshit. Anybody remember that movie? It wasn't The Descent, but it was something similar. Like
did it go straight to DVD?
I don't know, maybe.
There was a lot of spin-offs of the cave or The Descent, like the Cave and shit and Spelunk. They all think they all sucked.
Yeah, well, they're in France and they find some French like kids who are like, hey, show us where this cave entrance is, and they're like underground, and eventually they're like, how the fuck do we get out? Because there's obviously like some kind of collapse and they can't go out the way they came in.
Right, because it's a movie, there's obviously a collapse at the beginning.
But that shit happens in real life. Look at those poor kids, the Spanish kids,
the Thai kids.
Thai kids, yeah, I thought they were Spanish.
That was their coach's fault. He's a fucking moron. dude.
Yeah.
Moron.
Okay.
So there's things that you do when you're spelunking. Like, first of all, you have to have safety equipment. Second of all, your flash, the light source, you can't have a light source that you have to hold with your hands because you need your hands. So all the kids need headlamps. He didn't do that. And he didn't realize, he didn't check the radar to see if it was going to rain before going in a fucking cave with a fucking trap, a sink trap in the fucking thing.
See, these are all the reasons why you should not go into a cave.
Not only that, but you should spend all of your time, instead of being a little bitch, you should spend your time trying to climb out of where you came from. Yeah. So spend all of your exerted energy on digging your way out. Fuck going any further into this goddamn cave. Why are we doing this still to this day in real life? Fuck that. Fuck caves. Fuck cockroaches. Fuck spiders. And fuck heights. And I'm out.
You also have to fucking let people know. I mean, that's just like, this is the common sense part of it that he didn't do, especially when he's in charge of fucking 14 kids or whatever. Didn't let anybody know what he was doing. Who cares? Whatever. We might get trapped in a cave. We'll never get trapped in a cave.
Hey,
not like
we'll never get trapped in a cave.
Let's go in a cave. What the fuck?
We won't get trapped in the cave, right?
All right, let's just go in a cave.
What's the worst that could happen?
I think the only cave that I will ever go into is one of those. What do they call them in Mexico? They're the underground like water pools that they have.
Wells.
Well, yeah, they're wells, but they're like swimming. They're swimming pools.
I don't fucking know. I'm being a smartass.
No, you are being a smartass, but that's exactly what they are.
They're wells.
Like an aquifer.
It's kind of like an aquifer. What? I'm trying to find. I'm looking for ghost.
I don't know. I don't know what they're called. I don't know what they're called, but
fucking inspiration here.
Wait, what?
I don't know what they're called, but there's plenty of them here.
Okay, in Mexico, they have these. They're all over the place in like the
bodegas.
Cenotes.
Cenotes. That's exactly what they're called.
Yeah, from the cheap gringo seats.
Yes, exactly. That's the only cave that I will ever go into is a fucking cenotes.
Was that Mothman went into a cave where like he's posted pictures on Instagram? Was it last week or this week? That looked pretty cool. That didn't look scary at all.
Fuck a cave.
I gotta go.
I'm not about it, man. Shit. All right, well, have fun with your toilet shit.
Yeah. I might be back later or not. Bye.
All right. Cool.
See ya.
Yeah, you couldn't sleep, huh?
I had to take the dogs for a walk.
Right on. What kind of dogs you got?
I got a wiener dog and a red heeler, Australian Shepherd, and a German Shepherd.
Fuck a wiener dog.
Yeah, whatever.
Red
Say that to its face.
No, I won't, because I got bit by a wiener dog whenever I was like fucking 4 years old, and I've been afraid of them ever since.
The fucking dick sound. The dick sound. How that red
fucking Capo's here.
When it was a puppy.
Capo, what up, man?
Send that motherfucker link.
Jaeger, did you get that red healer when it was a puppy?
No, I got her. She was like a third-hand dog that I got from somebody. I got her when she was like, I don't know, like 8 or 9. But she's still she's like pushing 14, and she's a great dog.
Damn, that's good. I've never had luck with any healer.
Wiener. Which I might be.
Most healers piss me off, dude. Like they're fucking so, I don't know, they're skittish. It's like a bear. Like you take them by surprise, motherfucker turns around and take your goddamn nipple off.
She's funny. We call her the fun police because being a herding dog, she when all the dogs get out and they start running around the field, she'll go and intercept them and like stop them from playing. Yeah, and like just instinctively hurt them.
That's funny.
So pushy. Like if the doorbell rings or something and it's on your lap, you try to get up and the son of a bitch tries to push you back down with all of its goddamn might. And it's just, I don't know, man. Those fuckers. Pushy as shit. I think most of the dog bites I've ever had have been from blue healers. Little sons of bitches. They just don't take their shit, I guess. I don't know.
My worst dog bite has been a fucking wiener dog.
Oh, wiener dog.
A wiener dog. My second worst bite was on my face. It was by a mutt, but it was a small dog too. Fuck small dogs. God damn it.
Yeah, my worst.
They're more vicious than any big dog I've ever met.
Well, they're compensating.
That Dogo kept pissing on the floor, and one day I just I headed up to here with her, and I went after her, man. I went after her. I tried to fight the fucking dog. I pushed the dog on the ground. I jumped on top of her. And fucking, she shoved her nose in fucking piss, and she's getting pissed off and started fighting me back. And I grabbed both sides of her head underneath her ears. Pretty much had good control over her, but I slipped just a little bit, and she got my right hand. And damn, she went deep, man. So I don't know. I'm not ashamed of this at all because the dog never bit anybody ever again. But I went into the garage and got my hammer. Came back into the living room and pointed the hammer at her, and she attacked it. Busted her canines right out, and everything was cool after that. But it's it's like gets to the point to where you got to do something. If you don't, you're looking for trouble ahead. She bite somebody. You gotta fucking nip it in the bud.
I got bit by this wiener dog whenever I was like 4 or 5 years old, and I got a scar on my hand for it. But every dog since then that has bit me, I shoved my hand down its throat, and they learned real quick not to fucking bite anybody else. That whole biting the dog on the ear, that doesn't fucking work. Shove your hand down its throat. It's not gonna fucking bite anybody ever again. In my opinion. Now, you might have a better way, but whatever. Just saying.
Yeah, I've never been bit by a dog before. Actually, I got a couple of customers that are cops, and I'm just setting it up. I'm actually going to get to wear the canine bite suit.
That's pretty cool.
So I'm going to get attacked by some big ass German Shepherd.
I've done that before. It's pretty fucking fun.
I'm excited.
It's fun, man.
I later regretted the hammer decision, but heat of the moment.
Fuck it, man.
But it worked. I mean, shit, dude.
I ran over a squirrel today, so.
And then did you get the hammer? Like, bite this.
I did.
But
I ran over the squirrel and I beat it over the head with a fucking hammer.
I gotta say, the worst thing I've ever witnessed, as far as like forceful animal training, is my dad. That was that's the craziest fucking thing I've ever seen.
You are like the epitome of Clint Eastwood with the fucking orangutan. Right turn, Clyde. And then your dad beat the shit out of the fucking orangutan and beat it to death. I mean,
I think orangutans are more powerful. I don't know.
No, yeah, orangutans are 10 times more powerful than humans. So.
No, than chimps, though. I don't know. That Skippy was a big boy when that happened. He's a full-grown chimp.
What kind of chimp was it?
He's a chimpanzee.
There's only one kind.
Never mind. Yeah,
no, that was. You mean if he was a Mexican chimp?
That was
a circus chimp.
He was Israeli, so he was kind of frail.
That was a stupid question. A chimp, in my drunk, fucking dumb mind, was what kind of monkey was it? No, it was monkeys.
I like your monkey.
Aren't they the great ape family?
Yeah, we're all. Yeah,
I learned that. I learned that from James Bob.
What is it? There's not howlers. No, those are monkeys. So we got chimpanzee, bonobos, orangutans, gorillas, and us in order.
I love gorillas. Gorillas are fucking badass.
Gorillas will rip your limbs off and beat you to death with them.
Yeah, but gorillas are way more gentle than any other fucking monkeys.
We had,
except for Harambe.
On Carson and Barnes Brothers Circus, there was an orangutan named Clyde. Of course, they named it Clyde. It was around the time
Nice.
that all that shit was out there. But it was a male orangutan with the big butt flaps on the side of his head and shit. I felt sorry for him. He never did anything, man. He was just in the fucking park. I never saw him outside of this cart. I mean, of course, he's fucking orangutan. But he was healthy. They kept him real
At
healthy.
least he's healthy, man. I saw a fucking tiger in it was either Belize or Honduras. I can't remember which one.
Did you believe it? I can't believe
No,
it.
it
I
was.
don't believe you.
There was a tiger there, and it was starving to death, and I was pissed off at the world because they were starving this fucking poor defenseless animal. Well, it wasn't defenseless; it could have ate anybody, but
It probably did eventually.
yeah. I mean, this goddamn animal is relying on humans to keep it alive, and they were like, "Oh, fuck you! We're not gonna feed you because we're poor and we can't feed you." So
I've seen that happen. But I mean, they don't have USDA like we do. Like in order to, luckily,
exactly.
these days in this country, yeah, it's easy to get a tiger. I can get you a tiger for about $500.
Yeah,
if you really wanted to, but
and
you'd
it
have to
cost you about $500 a day to fucking feed it too.
Yeah, a week at least, and then you also in this country, since it's a foreign exotic animal, you're going to have to get a USDA license, and then USDA visits your house all the time, and it's not a big hassle. Like USDA is the shit compared to the alternative, like fucking PETA and PAWS and all those idiots.
Exactly.
They help you out. They'll tell you what to do. It's real easy, and they really because they really are looking out for these animals. They're like, you know, they want people.
They want
that are
people
enthusiastic about it.
Yeah, exactly.
To take care of them. So they don't care if you have a tiger. Just do what they say, and
take care of them.
The tiger will thrive, and yeah, it'll be healthy
and reproduce.
With a 100-pound kitten in your house.
Yeah. The rule usually. The USDA rule is if you're looking for anything Indian or African, you're going to have to get USDA license. That's the rule of thumb in the United States for pets.
Well, the funny thing is there's more lions in captivity. Is it lions or tigers in captivity in, I think it's lions in captivity in Texas than there are in the wild in the entire world.
It's tigers. Yeah, it's tigers because
and it's the Bengal tiger, correct?
But yeah, it used to be Florida because it's basically because of circuses. It's on traveling shows, fair shows and stuff. The summertime is the season. You go out on all these fair routes, do the state fairs, do your pictures with the tigers, blah blah blah. And then when the winter comes, you have these African animals that you're USDA licensed to carry for show reasons, and they have to you have to stay in a warm climate. And it used to be Florida, but certain rates and the USDA laws started changing in Florida, especially recently after Hurricane Andrew. Not Andrew, I don't know which one it was, but it knocked fucking a python show down to the water, and now it's infested with pythons. So animal laws and wildlife laws have changed in Florida, so everybody started moving to Texas. So now there are more wild cats in captivity in Texas than there are in the entire world.
And now in Florida, we hunt pythons openly. Like there's no limit on the amount of pythons that we can freaking hunt.
Florida. It's turned into one of the loser ways to make money in Florida. If you can't get a job anywhere and you're an ex-con, go catch snakes.
I was talking to you about this like 6 months ago.
Yeah. Go catch snakes, man.
Let's go catch snakes.
You were desperate at the time. I was like, this is an option, dude. Go catch some snakes, man. They buy by the foot.
Yep. And I think it's like $50 a foot or some shit like that. It's crazy the amount of money. But
you just gotta
you gotta live in South Florida in the fucking Everglades, and you gotta be out there all the time. And you got to be on the fucking watch.
Supposedly these days, recently, there's one guy out there that's like all fucking popular, and he fucking catches a bunch a day.
Yeah, he's like the Florida Steve Irwin, but instead of saving animals, he's killing pythons.
Yeah, you catch the python, and you have to kill it on site too. That's another rule. You have to fucking murder the fucking snake as soon as you catch it.
Python Joe, Florida man, Python Joe killed another fucking 20 pythons today.
Oh, dude,
it's over 100,000.
Yuck!
Fucking pythons. And
that's so gross, man. Just thinking about fucking python makes me want to step on its head. Yeah. I want to pop its head. If I wasn't afraid of it fucking recoiling and bite me in the nuts, I'd be fucking down there stepping on their heads. I wonder if there's rules on how you kill them. Can you just like throw a grenade? Because I'm all about that. Just fucking throw a grenade.
Yeah. Well, you'd have to have a FFA. You'd have to have tax stamp. You'd have to have a federal firearms license. Freaking,
you don't need that.
To have any kind of explosives and all that shit.
So shooting like just pepper them with fucking 12 gauge. Would be good enough.
I'm sure it's like what the wild hog is in Texas. Texas has the most wild hogs in the entire world, so I'm sure it's pretty much the same law in Florida as it is there with the hogs.
So see, okay, then I stand by my plan that I told you 6 months ago. This is, I don't know, if they're not doing it this way, there's a law against it, because this is obviously the easiest way to go about it. You go at night. When the motherfuckers are on the prowl. You have thermal vision. Take thermal cameras. Yep. You buy FLIRs. And then you see the fucking hot spot. You make sure it's a fucking python, and you hit it with a 12 gauge.
And how could you not know that it's a fucking python? Because it's like 20 feet fucking long.
Right. And then you have the FLIR too, so you know there's no gators coming at you. So you use the FLIR to make sure that you're safe to get the snake out of the water. You move on and do it again.
But if there is a gator there, I mean, you could kill that too.
Not to blow your plans up, but snakes are cold-blooded. They wouldn't show up on FLIR.
Oh, come on, really?
They would still show up on a FLIR.
No, dude, they're the same temperature as their environment. They don't show up.
That makes sense. That's true. Cold-blooded is, it adjusts. Yeah.
There's
gotta be.
I think that they would still hold a temperature.
All right, let's look it up here. Snake on FLIR. Hold on. Snake on fleek. That's what I'm saying.
There you go.
Snake on fleek.
Snake on fleek.
His eyebrows are on fleek.
All right, so the state actually contracts hunters in the Everglades to private contractors to kill snakes. I'm reading the story in the Sun Sentinel.
Yeah.
And they can only use shotguns to kill them.
Oh, well, cool.
Man, that makes sense. Cool. There's one they cut open. It looks like there's a deer inside of it, like a whole deer.
Of course.
Well, and this kind of strikes a nerve with me, but at the same time it doesn't, because fucking Bob from The Price is Right spay and neutered your fucking your animals. People are going on Craigslist and they're feeding baby kittens to their fucking snakes. Kittens, puppies, doesn't fucking matter. If it's small enough and the fucking snake will eat it, they're like, oh, you got a litter of puppies, you got a litter of fucking kittens that you want to get rid of? I'll buy them or I'll take them. They'll go to a good home. Yeah.
Here, we're both snakes. We are all right and wrong about the FLIR cam. I mean, you can see it though; it's definitely visible. Here you go.
I just posted a YouTube link of snakes on FLIR, but that's in a cardboard box. Or well, I don't know what yours is. Is yours in a box?
It would definitely lighten up.
Oh yeah, it's the same video.
It would definitely be lighter than that outside in the wild, but you'd still be able to spot the fucking thing.
I don't know, man.
It still has a heart, you know?
Not moving, because those things don't move until they're getting ready to hit something.
But yeah, I mean, it's still warmer than the ambient temperature out there.
Just barely. You can see it. You just see that fucker moving.
Well,
A hell of a
yeah,
lot
I mean,
better than
yeah,
in the dark.
you can see a snake moving in thermal vision or infrared or whatever.
Oh man, that'd be really tough to see that snake.
Yeah,
that video.
But if it's moving,
you got to think about it.
Fucking jungle with all that ground cover, you're not going to be able to see.
Right, and yet some plant material is going to be warmer too.
You would see exactly. There's going to be multiple degrees of temperature on the ground itself.
But you would see movement. You would see movement.
No, you wouldn't, because snakes freeze when you walk up on them, like from a long ass ways away. The snake will freeze. That's why you can just walk right up to it and not realize it's there.
Oh yeah, I'm magic. I just wanted to argue it further for no reason.
I was gonna do the same thing, Billy. I was gonna do the same thing.
I was like, you have a valid point, but I'm right for no reason whatsoever.
Right? No, but what's scary is, and I this is actually a true story. Whenever I was going through, I think it was boot camp. It was boot camp. No, it was MCT. We were doing the land navigation, and we were going through the fucking woods of North Carolina, and I stepped over this log. I'm the point man. I'm looking at the compass. I'm counting my steps and going to a certain point on the azimuth of the fucking compass or whatever. And I step over a log, and I keep on walking, and not even 2 steps after I step over this log, one of the guys behind me was like, "Hyman, stop." And I'm like, "What?" And he's like, "Look down right behind you." And I look down, fucking giant fucking diamondback rattler was right there. Didn't fucking rattle, didn't fucking move, nothing. And I was like, anybody count our steps? Because I completely forgot them. I'm gonna slowly back away from this motherfucker, and we're gonna pick off somewhere else. But as soon as we got away from that thing, we had to like notify our what did we call them? Fucking staff NCOs, I guess. But yeah, we're like, hey, there's a fucking giant ass fucking snake back there. You might want to go and fucking relocate it, kill it, whatever the fuck you're gonna do. But
what you could do.
I literally stepped over this snake, almost stepped on it, and it didn't move. Fucking diamondback rattler. Those motherfuckers will kill you.
Yeah, they don't move unless they're gonna hit you. But what you could do is get an old-fashioned crank phone, drop the ends into the water, start cranking on that shit, and watch everything in that swamp float to the top.
Or you could take dynamite, do the same thing.
Or you could do that.
I would just dox it. Just run back to your house and just dox it. Show
you could drop like a bucket of fentanyl or a bucket of homemade meth in there, and then just watch them all go fucking crazy.
Yeah,
or just travel with your attack winner dog.
Has anybody ever fed meth to a snake before?
I'm sure there have been experiments on it. You might want to look it up.
If
I'd
not,
make an awesome YouTube video just saying I'd pay to see that.
I'm sure the ASPCA would be on you within a heartbeat. And
snake on Flocka. Just give Flocka to a snake.
Snake on fucking crocodile. Oh, what about a crocodile on crocodile?
Oh my god. No.
Jesus titty fucking Christ. Have I just had a breakthrough?
That's a zombie crocodile. So you'd have like a crocodile with like its skull, half of its skull hanging out, just running around trying to kill shit, freaking out. Whoa.
Nice.
That's horrific. That's horrific.
Let's catch a crocodile and feed it crocodile.
Crocodile is frightening, man. It's my nightmare. Yeah, I have nightmares sometimes. Not nightmares, I guess, but like dreams where I'm talking to somebody that's taking crocodile, or some of my friends decided to take it and they're all fucked up. That's pretty fucking frightening. It's realistic too, because that's what happens. I mean, You turn some of those motherfuckers, or their skull is straight up exposed, and
They're
lot
fucking
of it,
their femurs, their fucking forearm bones,
man.
whatever the fuck. It's all exposed, and
Seen a
they're
girl
like,
with her whole thigh just bone, and
Yeah.
then the lower part rotting because there's nothing circulating anymore. I'm gonna puke on my own cock right now.
I saw the documentary. I synced it.
Ugh, there's lots of them. There's lots of them, and some of the ones like Vice, the ones that Vice did, or the one that Vice did on Crocodile, that couple in the apartment where they just haven't started rotting yet, but you just know they're going to because of the other shit that they showed you.
They're
oh my god,
sitting there like, oh yeah, I do crocodile. Meanwhile, the guy's in there fucking cooking crocodile on the fucking stove in there. He's just got a whole bunch of pain pills. He's like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna add some gasoline.
Yeah, and she's just got a few lesions on her legs, and they're not real bad. It looks like they could be healed, but since they were caused by what they were caused by, they're not going to heal. They were not. Like probably years ago, the woman we're talking about has already rotted to nothing.
Oh yeah, she's dead.
Yeah, she's dead.
Everybody in that documentary, they're dead. Think of that. They're dead.
Oh man, it's fucking scary.
Fuck that. I'm glad that I haven't heard any more about crocodile lately.
Yeah, me either. It came into the States.
I don't know if you have or not, but I mean, it came into the States. It was rampant in
Georgia,
Kentucky, Georgia. I mean, all throughout the South, the eastern side of the United States, it was rampant. And
yeah, dude, for those in the side chat that don't know what we're talking about, Crocodile is a supplement for heroin. So there's a few supplements for heroin, but this is pretty much the worst one that's come up. And basically, you can modify the molecules that are in codeine by adding gasoline at a certain temperature and boiling point at a certain boiling point. And then you can inject that, mainline that, and it is exactly like you turn a gasoline molecule or a codeine molecule into an opiate molecule by way of gasoline and heat, and it physically infects the system, and wherever you inject it will eventually rot to the bone. Even if it's around your heart or brain, you will stay alive, but your skin will melt away.
That's the beginning of the zombie apocalypse right there.
Yeah. I mean, you want to see like, well, you don't want to see it, but I mean, you will see bone just penetrating through the skin, and these people are living a quote unquote normal life, but their bones are exposed. How the fuck do you go about your life?
Yeah, I'll be honest, I never heard of that shit before until right now. I just looked it up, and
it's
crocodile.
Crocodile is insane.
Frightening.
They call it crocodile because the areas that are going to start to rot away start by making your skin completely scaly, sort of like extreme psoriasis. Yeah. And then after
notice like Bino said, I'm looking at pictures and there's a chick and she's got her forearm up and the skin is gone, and there's just like
skin's gone.
It looks like an old chicken bone sticking out of her arm.
Exactly.
Well, I mean, what do they expect? You put it's petroleum. You're putting
it looks
petroleum
like you cooked a fucking some kind of meat, and the skin has cooked away from the bone, and the bone is exposed, and the meat is still there, but it's like the bone is there.
But damn, dude, she's fucked up, boy. You have no idea, dude. You gotta feel that shit. You get fucked up.
Yeah, it sounds.
I mean, that's what that.
It sounds awesome. Get me to
Fuck up, Billy. God damn it.
Damn, you ain't felt nothing like that though.
You ain't felt shit like some crocodile, motherfucker.
Yeah, man. You want nothing but your penile bone exposed? Who cares? That shit's party city.
What you done meth? You done heroin? What you want to feel something better? Dude, let me show you some fucking crocodile. God damn. I'm about to fuck your life fuck your life even worse than it even is. Shit.
You seen the movie Rent? That's like Shirley Temple, bitch.
You seen the movie Kids? Well, let me fucking fuck your life up more than movie Kids. Shit.
Train Spotting's like Barney. Rid of that shit.
Real blues man get a sunburn. That was never mind. God damn it.
It's a fucked up shit though. That's about the worst I've ever seen in any drug so far in life. It's crocodile.
Crocodile is probably by far the worst drug I've ever heard of. And
Yeah.
I've done a few drugs. I've never done the worst, quote unquote, worst of drugs. But I've seen people that have done the quote unquote worst of drugs, and it's nothing compared to crocodile.
No, definitely not.
I've had
Nah.
I've had friends die of heroin, meth, crack, all that fucking shit, man. I've seen them die. Well, not
Jenkum?
seen them, but I've been in their lives whenever they died.
Right.
And it's
You've watched people
nothing
die left and right.
nothing compared to what I've seen on the internet of crocodile. Fuck crocodile, man. Stay in Russia because I don't want to see my friends die of crocodile. And that's where it started, if I'm not wrong. Was Russia, correct?
Yeah, Russia. The Russian drug from the ghettos.
They're fucking alcoholics to be. They're born alcoholics. So
Right.
why not fucking shoot up some fucking gasoline, right?
Well, see, in the past 10 years, there's been some war-torn shit going on in and around Russia with fucking Putin trying to occupy places and annex certain countries. So it's caused a lot of things, a lot of imports to halt. And so they have to improvise. And that goes all the way down to heroin importing. And so you got to do something.
The life expectancy once you start crocodile is a little over 2 years.
Wow.
That does not surprise me.
No shit.
That's like the longest you can live.
Well, bones are very prone to infection when they're exposed. So
Exactly.
you expose a fucking bone, your ass is gonna die.
I just got a weird vision in my head of the Crypt Keeper saying,
Been alive 4 years, fuckers. The past.
All right, I gotta roll, guys. I'll talk to you guys later.
All right, Chuck.
there, dude.
Yeah, have a good one.
He's like, I'm tired of fucking hearing about fucking crocodile.
Or he found a site.
I'm
found
about
some.
to go do some crocodile. Fuck you guys.
Right? Or like, yeah, that's what I was going to say. He ordered it in the time we were talking about it.
Yeah, right. He's like, I found a fucking dealer. I'm about to fucking do this shit.
Bucket list, bitch.
Bitch. Oh, god damn it. Fuck me dead.
Tecate is the crocodile of beer.
What is
It ain't that bad.
Or Pabst Blue Ribbon Pabst Blue Ribbon, man, people fucking don't give
No.
Pabst the credit it deserves. It won first place in
Pabst is just fine.
36.
Steel Reserve. Steel Reserve is the crocodile of beer.
Oof.
Ugh.
Yeah,
Cobra.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that, man. That shit is like drinking a bottle of dry wine right before bed.
I don't know why, even if it's ice cold, it still tastes like piss warm beer.
It's not good.
You're
It's
not
malt.
wrong.
It's malt liquor, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
It is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. All malt liquor tastes like that.
And
to
you're
me.
not wrong about it being cold, like ice cold, and tasting like piss warm beer.
Yeah, it's
Dude,
definitely like a
the
malt.
last time I drank fucking 211 was I was 17 years old. Fuck that. I will never drink that shit ever again.
Yeah. The last time I did it was the first time I did it.
I'll drink some Steel Reserve,
Right.
no problem or anything. Doesn't mean I like it though.
And I drink shitty beer. I drink fucking Busch Light, so
I'll
It's-
drink anything once.
Yep.
that is true. Ugh. I got this sour stomach now just talking about all this shit, man.
I haven't checked out Best Gore in a while.
Fucking Faces of Death and shit.
Yeah.
2 Girls, 1 Cup. You haven't seen 2 Girls, 1 Cup in about 2 weeks. You need to refresh your memory.
What's
guy,
that one? Like
one guy, 1 jar.
It's like 2 kids, 1 sandbox or something like that. And there's no kids involved, so don't get all weird.
1 guy, 1 donkey, or 1 horse, or whatever the fuck.
That one video is popping back up again from some Scottish version of America's Got Talent. This guy like puts a monster can on top of his head and he's gonna shoot it off with a bow and arrow, and the dude just misses and kills his best friend with 1 arrow in front of the judges on live television.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
I have no desire whatsoever to watch
shit like that. It's shocking.
I've seen enough shit in real life to not want to watch that shit on the internet.
See, I take a second to watch it because I haven't. You know what I mean? And a lot of soldiers have told me, it's like, I've heard this from more than one person. It's just part of school. It's like, think of if you go to the military, they say it's just like the end of school. I'm like, oh, okay. So I didn't get that lesson in life.
Mm-hmm.
So I do like to see what humans are capable of every once in a while. Wakes me up, keeps me alert of what this motherfucker next door could possibly do to me.
Mm-hmm.
Especially this motherfucker next door. He's got the 10 Commandments in the front yard. Fuck freak. They're like sitting there like fucking gravestones sticking out of the lawn. He definitely has lotion in a basket.
1 stone per commandment.
That's weird. He's definitely got lotion in the basket and probably a basement.
Or
Put the lotion in the basket.
Was she a great big fat person?
Mm-hmm. What's that song? The fucking
goodbye
Buffalo Bill
horses.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was wondering what the fuck you were singing. I knew the song from what is that movie called?
Silence of the Lambs.
Silence of the Lamb. I was thinking Black Sheep for some reason.
Do you want to fuck me?
I'd fuck me.
I'd fuck me hard.
I'd fuck me hard. God damn it. Clerks 2.
Hey,
That's a good movie.
that's funny. They shot that movie in Buena Park, California.
Nice.
At an old Burger King. I grew up like right down the street from there.
Would you fuck me? I'd fuck me. I'd fuck
her
hard. He tucks his dick in between his legs. Opens up his trench coat. Goodbye, horses.
I think it would be fucking amazing if Shade Tree recreated that scene.
Yes.
Yes,
it would be.
Dedicatedly recreated that scene accurately.
No, he needs to do any recreation of Silent Bob. He really does. He looks like so much like Kevin Smith. It's ridiculous. Like it, I don't know.
Not now. Kevin Smith looks weird.
Kevin Smith is vegan, and he did go through a massive heart attack. And
I think there's a lot of dangerous. I think there's a lot of dangerous fucking diets going on in the trendy community right now, man. I'm worried about some of the shit that people are doing to their bodies, man. Have you seen what's his face, Jonah Hill? Fuck.
Yeah, he's crazy. He looks way different.
He's gonna evaporate and die in a minute.
I'm gonna look up Jonah Hill right now, just because.
Dude, it looks like somebody took Jonah Hill's skin, like a fucking alien. Body snatchers came in, just like took his skin, but they didn't have much fat on their body. So now it's just like Jonah Hill's like hanging off of them while they're walking around town. That's what he looks like to me. And like some of it's working. Some people are managing some of these trendy diets pretty well, but dude, some people don't look like they are. I mean, they don't look great.
Some people just look better fat.
Jonah Hill was a good fat guy.
Because they're supposed to be.
He's not a good skinny guy.
No.
No, he looks like a Jewish producer that you just don't want to fucking tangle with. That's Jonah Hill now.
Jesus.
Well, somebody's got to fill that Weinstein spot.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Jonah Hill seems like he would do a good job keeping up the secret traditions. That's what he looks like now. He looks like a fucking, I don't know, man, greasy son of a bitch. On meth.
Is he all blasted in with tattoos now?
I don't know about that. I just know he's skinny as fuck. And he shouldn't be. Like his frame says, I'm not skinny. Something's wrong.
There's a picture of him on Jimmy Kimmel from like 2 days ago, and he's got a spider web tattoo on his elbow, and
oh Jesus.
Yeah, I know, right?
Trendy is what they're doing. They're trying to keep up with everybody.
That like, prison chic.
Yeah, man. They want to look like their buddies at the club in West Hollywood and shit.
Boys Town.
Sad. Individualism is sort of a thing of the past right now, anyway. Seems like. Not in our crowd, but like in mainstream crowds. Like when I start talking to people that are, you know, because I don't have cable. I cut the cord from mainstream television a long time ago. So when I talk to people that are all into that, they're like, man, it's really surprising how network television really kind of bleaches people's minds. Like all they want to talk about is like this show or that show or what movie they watched or some shit. And they're all like, they all got the same weird Japanese arm sleeve tattoo. And
koi fish and
yeah, it's unnerving, man.
Well, it pisses me off, man, because you know, I made all these bad decisions, 20 years ago. Now it's trendy. I look like a douchebag.
Right. That all of a sudden they're like, yeah, and they were trashing us about it 15 years ago or whatever.
Oh yeah. I can remember walking through like a nice mall, like in Orange County, there's South Coast Plaza, and it's like it's a higher end mall. You get stores like Cartier and Tiffany and stuff like that in there. And I was walking through there one time and just got off work as a mechanic, so I'm like kind of dirty and tattoos and stuff. And I actually saw a woman grab her purse and pull it closer to her and move over like I was gonna snatch it walking through the mall or some shit.
I still get that. Yeah, man, but now you're right. It's like it's like we're the fucking basic bitches. It sucks.
Shit, now they're taking it to the next level with face tattoos and shit. God.
Yeah. I still get it. If I'm groomed correctly, I still get that treatment a lot. If my head's completely shaved, exposing the fucking big hole in my head, I have a t-shirt on, exposing all tattoos, including a little piddly one on my neck. It's funny how the piddly one on my neck really catches people's eyes. I see them staring at that thing. Just a little fucking thing. But they'll freak out because it's like well known around here, I guess, that white supremacists sort of influence law enforcement and government in my area. So they look at me real weird. And I'm not talking shit, dude. It's prevalent. It's like really fucking obvious when they start doing it. Even white people, because they're all church going and shit, You can't buy alcohol within 1,000 feet of a church here and shit, but there's a church every 500 feet.
There are a lot of churches, man. I went through there last year, across the 40 from just outside of Nashville, going to the Dragon, and then we ended up riding. We did like North Georgia 6 Gap and Cherry Hill Parkway and Moonshiner 28 and stuff. So riding all the way down into Georgia and whatnot. There are two things that are not in short supply, and that is churches and mini storages. You guys have them in spades, man. Yeah. Churches and mini storages everywhere.
The mini storages, I think anyway, the locals around here from Memphis to fucking Kingsport, we all think that because there's so many storage facilities, those are all, there's something going on, but it's money laundering because there's so many of them. They're all empty, but they're always open. And it just seems like some kind of fucking weird money laundering thing. But otherwise, yeah, we're a fucking religious city, man.
It's crazy. I mean, I wouldn't imagine there's, even if everybody in the entire state went to church, you would think they got to be half full at best.
Oh, yeah. Dude, the fucking churches are money laundering too. Sorry to say. I'll be the first one to say it's that all churches are really money laundering. But if there's this many in this like close vicinity and shit, dude, and they're staying open and the fucking preachers are driving Mercedes, give me a break. Give me a fucking break, dude. That's fucking crooked shit. And they all are fucking crooked.
Oh, that's organized religion in general.
And they cleanse the neighborhood too. By having this attitude, not being able to sell alcohol within this fate of fucking church and blah, 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 people disappear. And the only people that stick around are people that think that's okay. So you get this population of just whack jobs from fucking, was it that fucking Steve Martin movie where is a traveling revivalist, whatever the fuck.
Leap of Faith.
Yeah, dude, the people that were in that tent, that's the fucking population.
Faith healers and snake handlers, all those.
Oh, yeah, that's another thing. There's a big underground, since it's so religious here, there's an underground religious community. So they still handle snakes and do weird shit like that. So that's basically, as far as I'm concerned, it's like there's a cult.
It's a cult, yeah.
Definitely. It's apparent. I mean, it soaks in to everyone. Like that goddamn pickup truck that I put on Instagram last week or a week before that. Dude was like, it covered his whole fucking truck in Jesus stickers. And he had like one of those perf tint jobs in the back of his back window of his truck with Jesus on the cross and shit. And he was proud of it. I mean, walking with pride. $100,000 worth of Jesus right there. Sorry for anybody in this side chat that likes Jesus.
Well, Billy, you of all people know what my religious beliefs are, so
we're the same.
Not even gonna get into it.
Yeah, so. Mino and I are what's considered agnostic, which is, I think, the smartest. If you're gonna fucking have a viewpoint on religion, I think that's the smartest thing, because it's not claiming that you know what's up, and you're not like, I don't know, who knows. I definitely think that we're not put here like this isn't fucking random. I think there's a divine like code, but who am I to say who wrote it and what's going on and how it fucking works? So open to all possibilities, but Jesus is definitely a goofy one. But if it's true, oh, oops, but I doubt it.
Well, if you look at all of them, if you break them all down, they're all pretty damn goofy. If you want to be objective about it, there's
and they're all saying the same thing too, right? It's like, all right, you guys are all copycats. Like the fucking Quran says the same fucking thing the Bible does. They just change the goddamn names. Fuck. Who wrote it, boys? Who's fucking pulling a fast one here? This is bullshit. I like Neil deGrasse Tyson's fucking outlook on everything. Is that the string theory kind of thing is fun to entertain, just like religion is and everything, except for the numbers match up, which is kind of scary. So that's fun to fucking study on. Like ghosts, it explains ghosts to where like if you hear a noise or a thump in your house and shit, or a door slams when it's already closed, blah blah blah. He says it's a mathematical echo of something that you did a couple days ago or whatever, and sometimes you foresee it, which is that's just as goofy as fucking Jesus stuff, isn't it? But fun to listen to.
Yeah, at least from a religious standpoint, you could blame it on, like a higher power or something not of this world. He's trying to justify it by saying, "Oh yeah, it's a mathematical thing, time space continuum delay." No.
Yeah, I like Corey Taylor's view on the afterlife. I don't really believe in what he believes in, but he is very, very atheist, but he does go ghost hunting. He has documentaries of him going ghost hunting, and he's like, dude, I'm in this house of this motherfucker. I'm talking to him with like this electronical equipment that registers quote unquote ghosts and shit. I felt that motherfucker. I felt he was here, and he does not want me here. I'm fucking leaving, motherfucker. I'm gone. Fuck you.
Right.
I'm out of here.
Fellas, I'm gonna bounce. I'm out.
Right on, man.
I'm gonna leave it
buddy.
so you guys get the five, and then you guys are in good conversation here.
All right.
It's getting a little heavy.
Night, man. Thanks for the invite.
Yeah, man.
You gotta join in.
Night, Ghost.
Later.
Yeah, Corey Taylor did this shit. He wrote a book on his fucking his ghostly paranormal. That's the word I'm looking for. He wrote a book on his paranormal shit that he's dealt with in his life. He's very atheist, but he believes in ghosts, which is that doesn't exist. Like, if you're an atheist, you don't believe in ghosts. But
I get pretty weirded out about the shit around here because they're saying that
he's lived in several haunted houses, and he's been in several haunted houses, and he's had documentaries where he's like in houses with people that have died, famous people or whatever. And he's like, sir, do you not want me here? And like he'll get like a sudden cold rush, or like a light will flicker, or like all the lights in the house will go out, and he's like, apparently I'm not needed here. See ya. I'm creeped out. And you're talking about Corey fucking Taylor, the fucking god of metal, getting freaked out by fucking ghosts. This motherfucker is like, I'm gone. Bye.
when you're experiencing shit like that in your house, like I feel like you have to really keep on your fucking, keep on your toes a little bit, and like not like attribute it to just like spirits right away. Like, try to fucking figure out what the hell it could have been, because it could be an electrical problem.
There's gotta be something wrong with the house.
There's gotta be something, something that
but
attributed to
after you've excluded, especially if you have any electrical background with houses and shit like that, and you've ruled out everything, you're like, there's no electric problem with this house. What?
Yeah,
because I do know a little bit of electric shit with houses, and I've lived in houses that I would consider haunted, and I've seen ghosts and shit like that, and I'm like, nope, See?
But like being agnostic, I also like, you know, you like don't discount it. So like when some shit happens around me, like the blinds, this happens, the blinds shutter as if someone pushed them. I look over and I'm like, "What are you doing? That's funny. Stop fucking with me." As if it's real. So that way, just in case they are real, I'm not
agnostic. By the way, I'm not agnostic. I'm leaning towards it, but like I'm more of a spiritualist, and yeah, that's hippie as fuck. Oh, you believe in fucking weird gay shit, blah blah blah. But at the same time, it's more on the agnostic side of the religious realm of shit. Like you're not a Christian, you're not a Buddhist, you're not a fucking Islam or Jew or whatever the fuck. So it is on the agnostic side, but because people don't understand it and they don't want to understand it. So I do believe in ghosts, and I have lived in houses and I've seen fucking ghosts, and I'm like, get the fuck out of here, man. Like,
I like how you said, like, I've lived in houses.
Yeah, I've lived in houses.
You don't understand, man. You don't understand. I've lived in houses.
I've not always been homeless, man. I've lived in
houses. So I'm qualified.
I'm qualified to say the statement because I have lived certified. No, but like whenever me and my ex-wife, before we even got married, she was pregnant, and we lived in a house that was fucking haunted, and both of us fucking saw this shit. There was a fucking guy, like a fucking shadowy figure, standing in the corner of the bedroom that we were fucking sleeping in,
masturbating.
And I fucking woke up and I was like, yeah, exactly.
It's probably just OJ Simpson.
I
probably
like
just OJ.
I was still awake.